Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sandhills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Doing some reminiscing before the show about better times.
Better times, man.
Better
Rum
times.
cake.
What a surprise to the listeners that we were talking about better times before the show came on.
That was
No
better
surprise
times.
there.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah, the old station where we initially put together the 3-legged stool.
Yes.
That's where it all happened.
Those are incredible memories.
Yes, that was incredible. The best part was, we had some power outage. We'll just run an extension cord across the floor and just put a piece of carpet over it. It was
that will never ever get old.
that will never get old.
We could be 40 years old. We can remember the time we had the power cord across this carpet.
There was a lot at
with
that
the rug,
building.
with the rug.
Oh,
There's a lot of good things about that building.
it was.
You didn't want to bring any guests in it, but it was
No.
really good. It was really
I
good.
couldn't admit. Yeah, it was.
So this is the building.
This is
you
the
know?
building. This
This
is
is
it.
it.
This is the radio station. Really? Is this some sort of sick joke?
Yeah.
No. Right here's where the magic's done.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah, we had great times there.
We did. Good memories.
Great memories. Really good memories.
We're already going to be a year in this building on Monday.
God. see,
One
this-
year. This upcoming Monday is 1 year
Really?
in this building right here at 1040 O Street.
Okay.
Can you believe that?
Okay.
Less than a week away.
That's amazing. Is there some kind of celebration?
Yes, you're invited.
Really? When is this?
Well, we have a party for Monday night. This upcoming Monday
A
night.
week from Monday?
The 16th.
I got to tell you, don't start with me, Bill. But Mondays are pretty good for me. Yeah. You think I'll go?
No, there's no chance he'll be here. Zero. But
He'll forget for something.
And then you'll also have that. Hey, Ben, just shoot me a text and remind me, okay? He will. Shoot you a text. All right, thanks. I'll pretty good chance I get there.
You got me pretty
no
good.
Chance. No
you
chance.
got me pretty good.
You'll be at Buffalo Wings or Rings or something like that. Oh, yeah, I couldn't make it. Sorry.
I don't fake drop out, but I did. But
you drop out sometime.
But no, I usually say it up front right away. It's like you guys know me. I have no interest.
Yeah,
in
you're
any,
right.
I don't like seeing other people, and that's the part that always sets back at a party. You know? Laura's very social. She likes to be out and about.
I'm amazed by social people.
Yeah, very social.
I'm amazed by them.
Yeah, I am amazed just being in my garage. That's like that's amazing to me.
I'm with you on this.
That's where I text you guys that the 49ers might rush for 300 yards.
Okay, and then what happened?
Well, they didn't punt. They didn't punt.
No punts last
So
night.
they
for the
lost.
Niners.
They won the
They
game.
won. Yeah, they didn't punt.
What was the final, Jake?
32-19. A touchdown with like 3 seconds to go for the Jets to make it respectable in the scoreboard. They were never in the game. 32-19. The Niners win. McCaffrey did not play in this game.
No. They had a guy named Mason.
And
Jordan
Jordan
Mason.
Mason, who,
Yeah.
by the way, was amazing in this game. He had 28 carries for 147 yards and a touchdown, average of 5.3 yards per carry.
Undrafted out of Georgia Tech. I'm got to think he played with Sims.
2022
Just think about that.
graduate.
Yeah, 2022.
Undrafted running back had a day, and also when he was running the football, it looked real. It did. I
watched
good.
it.
I wasn't watching I'm like it was
watched
real.
it. Yeah, he looked real.
It was like watching the end of the overtime game with Detroit and the running back that they brought in,
David Montgomery.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, what is this? It was like a train wreck.
Okay.
It was fun to watch.
And then on the other side, it looked like the Niners were playing with 13 defenders.
It appeared at some time.
They are really good on defense.
Oh,
how do you run
The
against
Jets' offense has been bad for years. They thought, Rodgers will fix that. He was not the answer last night.
How was his number?
Rodgers last night for the Jets goes 13 for 21, 167, and a touchdown, which was on an offsides call. He had a free play. So it was a great throw to Lazard for the touchdown. 1 pick, 1 sack, rating of 82.8.
He's got a good receiver in Garrett Wilson. They lean on him pretty hard in Brees Hall. And
he can
apparently
still whip
Lazard.
it.
Oh, he can still whip
He can
it.
still whip it. Is he 40?
He's 40.
He's 40.
He's 40 years
That's
old.
incredible.
It is. Anyway, so I just want to give a quick shout out to Joe and Boulder because I did use the Buffalo Wings and Rings gift certificate last night. Alex and Dom and I watched the game at Buffalo Wings and Rings. Thank you to Joe. It was amazing. He had people listen to the show because he made the gift card, we'll call it, to the right address. I was struck by that. He could have botched that because there's another Buffalo Wings and Rings in town.
Bill's been to that one.
That wouldn't be universal.
I don't know.
I would think so.
It said only that location.
Well, it didn't say only, but
it's still diced by Joe.
The receipt had the correct location, which is amazing. Yeah, that's the one I always go to. Is it 62nd and O?
Yeah, 66 and 0.
66 and 0. Okay.
Yeah,
Jake. Thank you, Jake.
Yeah,
it's up. It's up.
Yeah,
yeah, it's
I
up.
texted with Joe yesterday.
You did not, Joe and Boulder?
I gave Bill Joe's number.
Yeah, well,
he texted
Joe
him.
was extremely kind to me, and so yes, I went.
He got you some gentleman jack.
Yeah, I just don't go with just the old. Oh, cool, thanks.
Huh.
No, that was incredible for somebody to do that. So, does anyone else know if you give us really elaborate gifts, we will also text and thank you.
Bill will ask me for your phone number. I'll give it to you. Give it to me. He'll text you. You get a personal text from Bill Busch.
Yeah, Joe and Boulder took care of us. I really appreciated that last night. It came in right at the edge, too. It was a $50 gift card, and it was $46.
Oh,
perfect. Bam.
Beautiful.
Bam.
Nice. I also talked to Phil Ruhlman yesterday via text.
What?
Yeah.
We're just dropping names.
You want to talk about getting upbeat right away? Just a text from Phil Ruhlman was incredible.
Phil, of course, of Ruhlman Steakhouse. Those are new listeners.
Where's Ruhlman Steakhouse
in
at?
Ashland off of Highway 6. You could not find a better place.
We talked about John Benton. I did. I talked about how amazing the smash burgers were that were delivered to us. The food that they brought into us, how amazing it was. And then we talked about how John Benton ran Wilderness Ridge at age 14, took tea times, and also ran the kitchen. It was incredible.
And he went overseas for a while.
They went overseas. And then also the high school.
Area.
And they also went to homecoming.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's probably got a law degree.
Yeah, probably does. Very much so.
All right, Ben's here too.
Just his free time,
the stool's together.
Yes.
Everybody's here. Ben's here.
Yes.
4 people here.
We're all in the building.
Yeah, we're all here.
And your alarm, you were here on time
I
today.
don't have an alarm.
You've never set an alarm ever?
In my lifetime. I was talking to Missing Tooth Greg about it. Even as a kid, never set an alarm. Never have set an alarm in my life. I might start.
How many times have you been late without
I think if you went back over the course of my existence, I was probably late 5 times in 58 years. 5 or fewer. There's no way it would be. There's one time with you I was late.
Yes, here.
One time.
At the old station?
Yeah.
About
where I showed up.
I have
6:20
zero internal clock. Zero.
Yeah.
I have to set 2 alarms, especially during football
Really?
season. I always had 2 phones. I had 2 alarms.
You had a
2
tougher situation.
2 alarms were set.
Yeah.
And that was at all time. There is a chance if I don't set an alarm, all of a sudden it's going to wake up like 9:30 in the morning. What happened? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. There's no doubt about that.
I don't naturally nervous.
The one thing I do when I have my alarm set for 4 a.m. is I leave it set for 4 a.m. on the weekend.
Oh, no.
Oh, I
Bill.
do. Because it excites me. I wake up and I go, I don't have to get up. And I turn it off and I go back to sleep.
It's still sick. You
Get
still got to
fetal
wake
position.
up, though.
Yeah.
You saw Jake's reaction when you said 4 a.m. That was my
Yeah,
reaction.
I'm not quite 4 a.m. A little bit after that. But I don't set it on the weekends, though. No way.
No.
I get the
way.
excitement,
got a baby,
but
though. Jake's got a
baby
baby.
wakes you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be Scotland.
That'd be
Yeah.
Scotland. She sleeps well, knock on
I
wood.
stopped and
but-
talked to Jake and Elizabeth the other day.
Why didn't bring that up on the show?
Yes.
We're on a walk on 84th Street, walking, doing a square. We go to 84th Street.
84th and what?
84th and we were just south of A Street, I suppose.
Yes.
Going
Okay,
up to
gosh,
south.
okay.
And all of a
South side.
sudden, I see a white pickup pull up on this random side road.
Yeah.
And it looks like Bill. Oh, that is Bill. You spotted us, and then you
I'm
circled around.
driving, so I
That's really
spotted him,
funny.
so I whipped around.
That's really funny.
I whipped around and talked to him for a while.
Which was a perfect street because nobody ever uses that street. So we sat there for like 10 minutes, and then finally a car came up on it. Oh, see you later, Bill.
Yep,
He
gotta
talked
go.
for like 10 minutes as nobody turned in or came out of that road off of 84th
I didn't appear off of 84th. That's a through Jake. I appeared out of nowhere.
I was like, does he use that road? I'm like, no, I think he just found us and circled back to this road. I was like, I don't think anybody uses this road.
No one
apparently.
uses- no one uses that road.
Nobody uses that road.
No, that road. No one ever happens. Also, I didn't bring this up
I don't know
yesterday.
that. I don't know.
Was
that
it?
area.
You guys would have been because you were so enthralled in the game. Wouldn't have noticed this, but I know in my neighborhood, I know what the rest of Lincoln was like. but there was a plethora of fireworks that went off during the game and after the game. A plethora.
Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah, there was fireworks going off through my entire neighborhood.
Seriously?
And so I felt that was a breaker-based system that we had set
And
up.
Governor Pillen,
And Governor
Pillen,
Pillen-
he approved that on the show.
There was a
Yeah.
bunch of fireworks?
There was a ton of fireworks. I wonder, breakers, did you hear anything else throughout?
There's a lot of gunshots in downtown Lincoln. Maybe that was the... Oh, come
No.
on. Lighten up.
This is straight fireworks. Yes.
Yeah.
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 That was a womp, womp,
Yeah, that's what you
womp.
get for that one right
Yeah.
there. Terrible.
It was early. That's early.
Yeah.
Fire. I didn't hear any fireworks.
Well, you couldn't. You were in the booth or you're in the stadium. You couldn't hear them.
I was working.
You were working.
You got home at what, 2 a.m.?
Yes. Yes.
Because you did you wrote stuff. You went to the press conference, and then you did your podcast for
Right.
Husker Online. You got
Right.
home at 2 a.m.
Yeah, not even 2
Where
a.m.
would you have-
2:20.
Where would you have seen fireworks then besides at
Yeah.
the stadium?
They weren't
possibly?
still shooting them off at 2. God, that was late. I'm not used to being up
Yeah, I don't
that
think
late.
it was like it was the first couple of scores. There was a lot of fireworks going off in our neighborhood, and then the end there's a lot of fireworks. But it was probably only about a 10-minute window. It wasn't like
Okay.
it wasn't the 4th of July where it kept going.
Right.
But it was pretty
Nothing.
remarkable. There was a lot of fireworks that went off.
Doug on YouTube says yes, lots of fireworks in my neighborhood. for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, my God.
I'm proud of the breakers. That's based right off the breakers.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't have guessed it. Wouldn't have guessed it.
Well,
Wouldn't have guessed
Bill saw it. We didn't. That's fine. We missed the fireworks sip.
You
it.
guys
I
are
totally missed it.
Next time.
God.
Next time.
Yeah. Well, they did shoot some off at the stadium.
They
right?
did. Yes, they did.
Yeah.
They did. But not
Thunderstruck was amazing. The third quarter.
By the way, before we move on, you told me, yes, we did not get this in the spillover, but you had a Bud Crawford thing you want to talk about?
Oh, no, nothing major. Bud Crawford spoke to the team, but the big thing about Bud was he was roping 50-yard passes, 50-yard passes.
He was?
Before the game. He is a crazy good athlete. I mean, and you could tell he was showing off his arm, and they were on a rope. He can. I told you about his basketball prowess. I saw him at Lincoln Southeast at a charity game. There's no question he could have been a college basketball player. There's no question. I mean, it's not even you watch him for 5 minutes. Oh yeah, he could have played college basketball at the Division I level, no matter what. And then he's roping 50-yard passes. He's a crazy good athlete. I mean, easily.
Could we rope 125 right now?
No.
Not without a major injury.
No.
We tried to get you to throw a football in Hawaii, and you wouldn't do it.
Right.
You
No.
wouldn't
We
do
asked
it.
for
No.
one throw.
We asked for one throw.
One.
That was it. One throw, and you got and you.
You could have even not recorded the warm up just because
I'm not having
get your warm.
I'm not doing that stuff late in my life. I mean, I'm not going to subject
He asked for
myself
one
to
throw.
just an out and out clown show. I
it
mean,
wasn't
I
a
wouldn't
clown
either.
show.
Yeah.
It could
Yeah,
have
it
been
would
very
be.
impressive, possibly.
yeah, just for your
You're a
stupid
golden glove.
entertainment.
But what,
We like stupid entertainment.
Hey,
we all
what-
do here.
what-
Don't you dare push back on that.
what if you roped that though? You'd be
Yeah.
impressive. You'd be
Well,
a
I
legend
know.
for that.
No.
Could have been. It could have been
I
legendary.
can barely lift my right arm. You think I'm going to rope a 50-yarder? I mean, it's the coffee's hard to get in my mouth.
Well, you get somebody to edit it, make like you threw a rope out there.
Bud was throwing Terrence was
Yes.
throwing ropes. God,
That's great.
yeah, freaked me
Well,
out. Freaked me
Okay, that's Idle Chit. Anything else?
out.
Good.
I got nothing.
No.
Okay. That's
Wings and
Idle
Rings was
Chit Chat,
incredible last
Sponsored
night.
by our friends at renewyourauto.com. Call or text David at 402-833-3858 or go to renewyourauto.com. They do everything from body shop, ceramic coatings, window tinting, and more. Again, 402-833-3858, renewyourauto.com. All right. Yesterday, Matt Rule spoke at the press conference. You were there in attendance at the press conference, right?
Yes, I was.
For the
I wrote
2-0
about it.
Nebraska Cornhuskers ranked in the AP and the
Well-
coaches poll at this point.
Yes.
And where do you want to hit first? Because you had there's a couple quotes to you that stuck out. I got them all over here.
I would say start with the Dylan stuff. He was very
Okay.
It was very striking what he had to say about Dylan Raiola, who's the freshman quarterback from Buford, Georgia.
Here we go.
And his progress and as related to some of his teammates.
Here's Matt Rule on Raiola.
I told the offense a lot of them have to pick their intensity up to his level, not the other way around. He's trying to throw the ball to guys that are supposed to be in certain places and they're not there. He's at a whole other level, and those other guys better pick it up. That's said respectfully and with love. And I only say that because you guys sometimes ask me like, "Hey, did you not throw it as much in the second half because of him?" No, because of everyone else. Because other guys aren't. Other guys are weren't playing at the level I wanted. And so we're having free runners, like, they blitz us and the back misses it or the tackle misses it. And he's having to run around and make plays, but we had guys running wide open. We could have scored a lot more points. We threw a lot of shots in that game. A lot of them just didn't get thrown because he had to run, so we had no sacks because he avoided guys. But Dylan, through 2 games, Dylan's done everything you could want, except he didn't milk the clock enough going into the 2-minute last game. And that's the main thing I had for him. He can be sometimes too aggressive at times. And so me and him that's not Glenn, that's me and him just situationally communicating. But Dylan's doing a great job. I need everyone else to understand that, like, if a freshman knows all 120 plays in the game plan, then as a junior, I better know all 120 plays or 80 plays, whatever's in the game plan. I better know them and be able to operate them. Because, you get into 2-minute, Sam, especially early in the year, we didn't know what they were going to do in 2 minutes. A new coordinator from Cincinnati. I mean, we might watch so much Cincinnati Bengals film. We didn't know what it was going to be. All of a sudden it's cover 2. We're calling cover 2 beaters. We practice for man all week, right? We go right to cover 2 beaters. He's over there like, hey, let's go to this play. And he hits it. If he knows that, like from camp, everyone else better know that. And that's what we have on defense. We have a level of accountability that's unmatched. And that's what we're getting on offense right now. So that's why I'm saying it out loud, because we should have scored 42 or 50 points. We had some really selfish penalties, not selfish in a bad way, selfish in a, oh man, I don't want to get beat, so I'm going to tackle this guy here, as opposed to just do your job, man. Trust yourself. So we still have some evolution on offense to do.
Should have scored 42 or 50 points, as Matt Rule.
Damning.
Saturday.
Yeah, damning to some offensive players, unnamed. I don't know who he's talking about, but Dylan's established himself really early here as someone you don't have to worry about. No turnovers. He's asking guys to raise their level of play to his level of preparation to his level of intent, their level of intensity to his. You don't have to worry about him. I mean, he's just that guy. He's precocious. He seems like he's older than he is. We'll see now. I mean, we're going to get into some Big Ten. Is Ben precocious too?
No, Sip's word of the day.
Oh.
I just pointed to it right there. Precocious.
Okay, we're going to do it.
Should we do it right now?
You want to do it?
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
He's a man
I've
of
used this one
many
before.
words.
Don't be indignant about it. I'm just asking.
Ooh, word of the day already? And
Hold on.
Well, maybe too many words.
I don't like to portray myself as an expert.
And, well, questionable pronunciation at times.
Graham Mertz.
There's plenty of players like Thor Thormundsson.
Thorbjarnarson.
Yeah, that guy.
It's time for Steve Sipple's word of the day on early break.
All right.
Having to precocious is the word.
Yes.
I don't know if Ben knows how to spell that. Let me
He's
see.
working at it right now.
Precocious.
He's having a hard time.
Precocious.
Right. Having developed precocious, having
There you go,
developed
Ben.
certain abilities or proclivities at an earlier age than usual. Nailed it.
Yeah, nailed it.
We have not had a word of the day in a long time.
Oh,
When
yeah.
they hit me right away, I pointed to Ben immediately.
Indicative of early development, a precocious talent for computing. What is precocious behavior? Showing the qualities or abilities of an adult at an unusually early age. That is Dylan Raiola.
Okay.
Could also be Ben.
Definitely.
Definitely Ben.
Yeah. I mean,
He's very much an adult. His adult hair.
You asked
He
Ben if he'd
does.
been working out before the show. Yeah.
Ben,
He's like, no.
no.
It's
He
not
looked like he was-
offensive,
I do
Ben.
ask him that.
I was getting kind of ripped up a little bit. Twisted steel. Get the barbed wire tattoo. Remember, Schindler was tattooing those on people's arms at the bank. The barbed
That
wire.
was Schubert.
That was- yeah,
we
that
got
was
to talk
after
about the Schubert later.
We can update
The
on
Schubert
Schubert
app.
7.
Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. Rule kind of called out some offensive players yesterday. I don't know what to say about it. I mean, I don't, Bill, you were in the coaching profession. You're in the coaching profession, in my opinion, but I don't know how I would have a hard time with players that aren't, for instance, completing their routes, as Rule indicated, or having to tackle somebody just because they got beat, which indicates to me some effort level is lacking. I don't know how it's the second game. It's Colorado. It's one of the biggest games of the year. How is effort a problem? You don't have to answer it because there's no answer to it.
Yeah, and that would be interesting to know all the, I guess not the facts to be able to, because I've not watched like the game film of it to say, that was an effort issue. That was an effort issue. That's always the biggest thing you talk about is like you can.
Okay, I'll give you an
you
example.
can live with everything.
I'll give you an example. Matt Rule. This isn't Sipple talking. This is Matt Rule talking. He said that he wasn't pleased with blocking on the perimeter the other night. It was lacking, he said. That's just effort. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. That those things stand out.
That's just effort.
And also you're at a great time to really coach it hard. Like I said, you can coach him so much harder
after a win.
Yeah. And so that's just a natural. But that is the first thing. Like how many times we said on this show, like that you want to be able to tell them, whoa, not go. Right. I mean, that was it's always like, man, they're 100 going so hard. There'd be some players that I coached in practice. It'd be like, seriously, stop. I mean, it would just be the effort would be so ridiculous. There'd be contact that wasn't needed because that's just who they were.
That's way better.
That's a way better situation to try to slow them down than to be able to speed them up.
Guys not completing their routes, guys not finishing blocks in the perimeter. Garrett McGuire, I mean, he's got to work some stuff out this week, as does Glenn Foley, the special teams coach.
Foley.
Ed Foley,
actually.
Glenn Foley. Who's Glenn Foley?
Sounds like the singer.
Country singer.
Sounds like a country singer, but I don't know.
Boy, I'm having a rough time.
Okay, so anyway,
Ed Foley, play that sound. Special teams issues from Matt Rule
from yesterday. Here we go.
Yeah, yesterday.
Special teams performance I've had in a long time. The worst.
Ooh.
I don't know. I'm disappointed.
Ooh.
And it's a lot of things, right? It's just not any one thing. It's a lot of things. It's we run down the opening kickoff and we set the tone with some big hits, but we're not leveraging the ball so the next one comes out. Like, thank goodness John Holtz might be the fastest kicker I've ever seen because he runs Jimmy out of bounds. We get a pump blocked. That's not supposed to happen. Now we blocked a field goal, which is awesome. We have some goals about that. Buschini was a weapon. Like when the complimentary football was good, like the first drive we stopped them. They punt the ball to IGC. It bounces twice. He picks it up and he gets the ball back to the 50. Like, people aren't talking enough about what Isaiah's doing for us in the punt return. Yeah, he dives and catches the one. I don't love the dive, but he catches one at the 30. Then we go down and score in 2 minutes. So he's doing a great job. Kickoff return, the first one should have been a big hit. We don't hit it. The second one, the ball hits the ground. Now, I know Jacory lost it in the lights, and we practiced at 9:00 in the morning, and I put that on me. Maybe we're not catching up probably under the lights. Like last year, we practiced Wednesday nights. So I'll have to do some more of that this week. And then, we missed a field goal, and the snaps haven't been great on field goals. So I feel like the kickers now are worried about that. So there's a lot of things that aren't real good. We got the right man for the job, and Ed, he'll get it fixed. But the guys, I think the guys have to recognize that, we've got to do a better job. And I think they all felt that.
I mean,
kind of damning there.
He's very frank. He's very frank.
Well, what stands out if you went back to the old school percentages were that if you got a pump blocked, you lost 90% of the time. And so that was always
right?
So punt is always your first thing. That was like we talked about, like, I learned it from Urban Meyer, was like when you went to eat team meal, the punt team ate first. That was the elite. So if you weren't on the punt team, you were not on the elite squad.
That's right. You sasaid that the other day. That's interesting.
The punt team eats first because they have to. And then also that happened versus safe, which like I said, you have to have a detailed.
How does that happen?
And I guess like that. I'm not on the inside, so I don't know. But there was only 4 rushers, I believe. So you have a chance to have. So I'm sure that's what he was frustrated with. But the point being is that they still escaped with a dominant win, which, like I said, that doesn't happen much when you have something like that happen. When you have like I said, with the long kickoff return, which was really, is an exceptional return by Colorado.
Jimmy Horn.
There was no points.
No points.
And so the defense was the one that's a tough one when you're on the defensive side, and all of a sudden the ball, you're starting they're at your 40.
Yeah, and that drive started with an 11-yard sack.
Yeah, and so right away the next play got themselves right out of the problem. But those things right now, the difference is the best way to say this is from a coaching standpoint is that all the things that everyone talks about, everyone has that in them as far as on the staff of what they have to do, what the assignments are at that. It's how you do them, and it's the detail within the building of how you do them, and the ability of the head coach to build to basically kind of hold your feet to the fire of everyone in the building. This is how we do it. And that's what it sounds like what Coach Rule's doing right now.
He's holding their feet.
He's making it very clear that, yes, we are 2-0 and ranked 23rd. And there's so many things out there.
That's the nature of your sport.
Yeah.
If
you relax for a second, we found out Notre Dame what can happen to you if you just relax for 1 second. So that when you have a chance to win the game and then build on those things from off of the win, it's usually a very positive from that time on.
We've been talking about this kicker issue for weeks now. Yep. We expressed that as a concern in
I think the first week of fall camp.
Yeah. And then now what do you have to review? John Hull kicked the ball to Jimmy Horn. He returned it 61 yards. Good tackle by Hull, but he wasn't the kickoff man the next.
No, he wasn't.
Okay, so they replaced one place kicker, got benched in favor of the punter kicking off. The other place kicker missed a 32-yard field goal. The place kicking room has to get better this week. Now, this is a good week for them to settle in and work through their quirks. It's Northern Iowa. It shouldn't be a high-pressure week, but it should be a high-pressure week for them, for the kickers.
And I haven't, like I said, detailed out because I didn't watch it in that aspect of the you have such a chart on where the snaps are, but obviously Coach Roy mentioned too that the snaps are not. So I don't know if they're too much into the
that could be
into the body. I know, one of the things that had stood out when I went to meet with the NFL talk with Sam Cook, because Sam was the holder for the Ravens, and they stayed further away from the ball, and I found it interesting. And the reason was because the ball would stay from the time you caught it to the time you put it down was in your vision at all times. I always talk about if a snap is into the body of the holder, the kicker can't see it until it goes back and puts it down.
Oh, that would, yeah.
If you're a little bit further out, you can see the ball the entire time.
So you might want to look further out.
But anyway, but I didn't notice that this, like I said, because I wasn't watching that aspect, but obviously Coach Rule said the snaps,
3 snaps
have not been where they need to be.
Right.
And that is something that goes through a kicker's head also. But at the same time, you'd always tell the kicker, did they put the ball down in the right spot? Yeah. Then make the kick. That's what you tell the kicker. Because sometimes right away, it's the first thing is like, the snap's a little inside. I'm like, hang on a second. Make the kick.
Right.
I'll talk to the snapper. Right. Make the kick.
God bless
in
you.
the same way the other way too, where it's kind of like, well, you know what? Hey, where the snapper looks at the kicker. Snap is perfect. What's your problem? Just relax. I'll talk to you. Just
interesting,
relax.
Bill. Now, there was another interesting part of this press conference.
Okay.
That now, I don't know if you have this because he said it really fast. As you noticed, Rule talks super fast.
Okay, which quote is it?
Now, I just would be shocked if he had it because I think he said it within an answer to something else. But he said he expected to score 40 and that they would.
That's at the very end of that.
They would allow 10. Is that right?
At the very end of that first one, he said he wanted to score 42 points.
No,
okay,
but no, he said his expectation going into the game was to score 40 and hold them to 10. He expected 40 to 10. So he's talked so fast that people don't even pick up on that stuff sometimes. He's obviously very confident in this team. He expected 40 to 10. Not many. If I would have predicted 40 to 10 on this show, you guys would have been on. What are you talking about? Not Bill, maybe not as much.
All right, Homer.
Yeah.
Okay, Homer.
All right. But
I think there's the way you look at it is
matchup.
When you guys still have, like I said, I was there for whatever a season,
Mhm.
and that was it. You guys have whatever a lot of years banked on this. So what you guys are looking at is just like I've seen it go wrong before.
Yeah.
I went off of just what I saw on film.
Right.
And so I'm just looking at this team and I'm looking at this team, and it was, I said I had them winning by more than 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, you did.
And
Comfortable
because I thought because
I did not
of what I saw in film. You guys were basing that off of just things that have went bad in the past.
Kind of, not totally, because I watched both games. I mean, I watched Colorado against North Dakota State, and I tried to watch it.
Well, if you watch your talent at Nebraska and the talent at North Dakota State, very good team. Nebraska is superior on offense and
defense.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, just looking at why he said about the points.
Yeah,
because North Dakota State had 450 yards of offense against them, and like I said, they could have scored more. So that was the reason.
Yeah, Nebraska has a much better offense.
So when you look at them, you go, hold it. They just went for 450, and then on the other side of it, Colorado couldn't really slow down. North Dakota State couldn't slow down Colorado.
Not really.
They had force on that. Nebraska, they knew could slow them down. No matter what, they're going to slow them down. It means the offense is going to have more opportunities. I'm sure that's why Coach Rule is thinking we're in for 500 yards and we're in for a lot of points.
Is it heartening to you, Jake, that It's not. I mean, this is a stupid question. But Nebraska's much better than North Dakota State.
Yes.
I mean, it was much better.
They'd be 27-point
right.
favorites.
Right. Which is somewhat indicates to me progress, because I don't know that I would have said that a couple years ago. The Nebraska, if they played North Dakota State, I'd be like,
well,
don't know about this one.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, well, Nebraska's gotten their own way with turnovers. We just talked about 30 last year turnover. They're a solid team that just got in their own way.
Right.
That's why, even though the film is complimentary for Nebraska against these teams, they've just turned the ball over too many times. That's why these games are close. And this year they have one turnover and they force 4. They're +3.
And that is not all.
Two comfortable wins so far.
Yeah, that's not all Dylan, but it's a lot of Dylan. It's not all of them. It's not just Dylan that's limiting their turnovers, but he's doing a good job of that. Now, what else is there? He dropped in. There's little comments he dropped in, like they got to get the ball to Ja'Cory Barney more. He said it super fast.
That was a long quote.
Oh, go ahead.
Here's Matt Rule on Ja'Cory Barney from yesterday.
Yeah, he loves to play, man. He's 160 pounds. He gets that first jet sweep. They light him up on the sideline. He gets up and does this thing, right? Like, and it's not look at me. It's just joy, right? Like I love watching Ja'Cory play. I mean, you can't get the ball enough to him, in my mind. And so, this week I told the team, like, we're facing the number 21 team in FCS in the country. Like they're one of the top run defenses in the country. Like guys are going to compete for touches. Like I'm not a schematic person. Like I know a lot of football scheme. I've coached for some great coaches, but I'm like, you get the ball to the guys who can make plays, and then the guys have to go make plays. And so Ja'Cory makes plays. So it should have been a touchdown on the reverse if a couple guys would have sprinted a little harder. If you have a chance, go back and watch that reverse we ran and watch what Dylan does. He hands the ball off and blocks a blitzing corner. I've never seen that before. So good players make plays. Dylan makes plays. Ja'Cory makes plays. And I don't know if we can get the ball to Ja'Cory enough.
There it was. I don't know if we can get the ball to Ja'Cory enough. Okay? That's good news for Ja'Cory Barney.
True freshman.
Yeah.
I think he was the highest rated true freshman in the country this past week for PFF.
He was, Jake. That's exactly
numero
right.
uno.
That's exactly right. Now, Bill, I'm not a schematics person either.
I've always felt to talk to that. Steve, what are they doing that day? Did they just go with a fire zone and play that 3 under 3
Let me call Sip real quick about the scheme.
I'm not a schematics person.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I can see it. I feel it. I feel it daily. I do. I feel it daily.
Let's walk through this one.
Let's walk through this.
But I know football.
I know football at high level. Like I said, so what we did is we had a 3-legged stool,
right,
and 2 guys that never played football, and then we added Ben with all the takes, never played football,
but he's a coach, Bill.
He's a coach. So we added Ben, but
me and Jake know it at a high level.
Here's the best. So I go into my band workout.
Yeah.
I go into my band workout in between the deal, and I hear you 3 out here just haggling over football, and it just the things that are said. It's one of the most mesmerizing.
Isn't it amazing?
It's amazing.
It's like we coach,
and Ben comes out with just like all these takes. It's like, oh no, these guys, the Ravens, you kidding me? They have to do. And I'm just like, wow.
We sound like 3 coaches,
that's
though, right?
When people ask like that, hey, did you go to the game Saturday? I go, absolutely not. I've had to do it one time in my life. I'm not going to sit in the stands of fandom.
Listen to Jake and Sip.
It's just the people I'm not doing that.
I'm pretty calm with the stands.
Yeah. Do you know schematics?
No.
But I'm
not going to pretend to yet.
But the average fan can tell what looks good and what
doesn't.
Right.
It's very easy to see. Like it's very easy to see when you're watching just a game last night or the overtime game. It's like, wow, look at the running back. Look at them. That was incredible.
Yeah, and Ja'Cory Barney's that guy too. You see sheer speed and toughness. By the way, Barney is small, but he's tougher than hell. He's going to be a great player here, and they do need to get him the ball more. They do.
Fast. Urban was he just a fanatic of speed. When I was watching the Oregon game against Boise, they had speed like I've never seen. I mean, they were in the punt return kickoff.
Yeah.
But when they just watching their whole team, the receivers 2 or 3 times got behind everybody. They just missed them. But it was I was like, man, this is a headache.
Barney's that way.
And so when you have a whole team of those, or you have a couple of them, when you have a couple, but obviously just having that speed, because you can't coach it. I love that one. I got to get back down to a 4.4.
No.
When were you at a 4.4? Tell me the time when you ran that.
See, here's the thing. I mean, it's not, sometimes you just got to back up and take the 30,000 foot view. Look at the guys that they're leaning on this year. that running back, Dante Dowdell, you can see from the press box, he's got more explosion than the other guys, even more than Ramir at 6'2", 225. That's why he's playing. It's a speed game. It's a power game. He's faster, more powerful.
Initial twitch.
Yeah, he's faster, more powerful, more twitch than the other running backs. That's why Gabe Ervin's 4 now, Jake. Because Dowdell, when you watch it, you're like, what do you see when you see Dowdell run?
It's a good picture.
You're like, whoa. I mean,
whoa.
Yeah. What do you see when you see? What do you say when you see Ja'Cory Barney round the end off on reverse or one of those flip passes? You're like, geez. You know,
Just like that.
Yeah.
You know how you get a fast team?
How?
Recruit them.
Yeah,
It's not. Well, you know what? They all came in here. I'll be go to hell. They're all about 4.75, 4.8. Now they're running like 4.35.
Doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't work. No, it doesn't work that way. You can put some mass on some people.
Right.
You can do that. You had somebody. If somebody's a little bit lean, and then like I said, like that, then you look at their lower body. What's the chance to develop it? Somebody, like I said, mass kicks ass. And if your lower body's so skinny, that doesn't change. Yeah. All of a sudden like that, you can tell their upper body. You can bring that along. You can bring some things along with it. But yeah, if you want to have a fast team, recruit them. That's what it is.
Hey, Sip, by the way, from Jordan and Wilbur. Going back quickly to Glenn Foley.
Yeah. Who's Glenn Foley?
Glenn Foley was a quarterback from Boston College who played for the Jets in the late 90s. He says, I had to Google him. LOL.
That's awesome.
You got a
Jets
quarterback.
teams coordinator, Glenn Foley. We have an ex-quarterback.
I got off to a really bad start in this show today with an inappropriate comment and the wrong name. And Jake gave me the sideways glance.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
you get the wah. Yeah,
Glenn Foley. And then he gave me on Ed Foley, Glenn Foley's.
That would be Ed Foley.
Oh, yeah, he was perturbed.
Well, before we get to break, maybe you're hungry, though. Maybe just need some breakfast.
The Bird!
You could go for breakfast, brunch, or lunch to Early Bird at 19th and K for breakfast burritos, chicken fried steak, which is what, Bill?
Smothered.
I was waiting for him to drink his coffee.
Now tell me give me some more pancake.
Cinnamon roll pancakes, blueberry pancakes,
strawberry pancakes.
I told you they have French toast pancakes there, which I've been told incredible.
Missing Tooth Greg went there the other day. Said it was incredible.
Sent me a picture.
He did?
He sent me a picture.
Did not send me a picture.
Oh, I got a picture. From the Bird.
Did he get the world famous hash holes?
Hash holes!
Hash holes!
Did he get those?
No, but there's a guy at Buffalo Wings and Rings. The worlds collided last night. I got a hash holes at Buffalo Wings and Rings as I was walking out. I was walking out.
Somebody yelled at you
with the boys, and a guy yelled hash holes at Buffalo Wings and Rings. So the worlds collide.
That's beautiful.
Where was I at? Oh,
hash holes.
At that event, I got one. I got a hash hole
on
Friday night. Yeah, I got that one.
You could do another one.
Yeah.
Hash hole.
Hash hole.
Hash hole. That is incredibly obnoxious.
Yeah, I mean, my mom doesn't like it.
She doesn't.
Sharon's not happy.
She's obnoxious.
She thinks it sounds like a swear word and like a.
Oh
well, listen, we're not swearing, Sharon.
Yeah,
kind of does.
Kind of sounds like
Sharon's classy. That's why.
She's like, we don't like that.
God, that's your
but
mom.
Also remember though, she also is very upset with the game show. Shut up, Sipple. She goes, I like Sipple. I don't like that.
No, I don't want to shut up,
Jim. I met your mom. It was amazing. She was like, it was like meeting the queen.
She kind of is like that a little bit.
She's very stately. Very stately.
Yes, but very down. But yes, she's very welcoming.
Very welcoming, but very put together.
Yes, very put together.
Yeah.
Early Bird, 19th and K, open 6:30 to 2:30 every single day. When we come back, a little look at the AP Top 10. Who can push the top two teams next? An early break of the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Abby with Midwest Bank. Stop by our new location at 70th and Pioneers. Our new full-service branch does it all. From our friendly staff to our easy online banking and mobile app, you get all the technology of a big bank that you need, but you still get the hometown customer service that you want. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. Get closer to the magic than ever before. Play along with the Toy Story gang. Explore the colorful world of Coco. Sail away with Moana. Soar to new heights with Belle. And journey to Arendelle to thaw a frozen heart. It's an all-out celebration at Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. Coming to Pinnacle Bank Arena September 27th through 29th. Visit DisneyOnIce.com and get your tickets today.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Oh, Kansas.
Here we go. If I can have today.
You just don't stop giving, do you?
Green flag, we're underway.
The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history.
What a finish, boys.
Close to downtown, amazing campgrounds. 4 NASCAR races in one weekend, and it's the playoffs.
Goddamn right.
Now you're just showing off. But we're not mad. In fact, we're looking forward to it. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 27th through the 29th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Kreekak, at 402-474-1173.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Anybody who knows me knows I was cocky out of the womb.
It's Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Segment 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Beck's Hybrids. Farmers, we know that volume discounts are a major factor when ordering seed. Oftentimes, discounts are lost buying from multiple brands. Beck provides the most diverse product lineup available in the marketplace. Go to Beck's Hybrids Beck's.com for a full farm quote. And always remember the 3 F's: faith, family, and farming at Beck's Hybrids. And by the way, Husker Harvest Day is today through Thursday. Trevor texted us yesterday.
Yes, Husker
what's
Harvest
that,
Day.
Bill? What is
in
that?
Grand Island, I believe.
Yeah, they're just practice harvesting, doing some practicing. Yeah, practice harvesting. Yes. I also talked to Sam Foltz yesterday. Not Sam Foltz. I'm pardon me.
His
R.I.P.
father.
It's
His father.
Gerald.
Well, we're having a hard time
Yeah, I did. I
today.
just screwed that one up. I was
okay.
thinking about
Good
Sam.
recovery.
That's fine.
Good
Me
recovery.
and Gerald always have detailed conversations about his son. We do, because he was
Gerald.
Yes, and so I was talking to Gerald yesterday about harvest and some different things and checking in on him. And we always, like I said, have a talk and like I said, I never had a chance to coach Sam, but it's always fun to catch up with him and listen to him talk about what's going on the farm, what's going on there. And he always talks about Sam, which I always really appreciate. He's always very diligent, not diligent, but just very open and just talks about him. Just talks about
Where's that
conversations that he had. He's out by Grand Island.
Yeah.
But anyway, but we had a detailed conversation about where they are at the crops. And he said they're behind. He said because they got a ridiculous amount of rain during the planting season. So he said they're behind. So they're 2 weeks behind everything else that's going on right now. And so it was fun to just be able to catch up with him and do that. And also in Salina, Kansas, they've opened up a brand new store. Beck's is now in Salina,
You're
Kansas.
kidding.
The store expansion. You know what? When you build facilities that probably cost somewhere around $100 million per facility, things are going good.
Hey, I got a question for you guys. When you drive to Wichita, do you go through Salina or is it off to the side a little bit?
I'd have to check. I think it's off. Yeah, I don't think.
I felt like I wanted to go through Salina and I just never did.
You can map out your route beforehand to make sure you do that.
Well, I don't know. I'll have to look at that. But anyway, Salina, Beck's, Salina.
Yes.
Was a town I'd live in.
A lot of time when
if I was on the run. If I was hiding, I'd go to.
I like to go down.
Gary, Indiana.
I like going down. If you're making the trip to Wichita, I like going a little different route. I go south. I go down through Beatrice.
Okay,
and then
people do that,
and then wheel over to 81 eventually, like that. But you go through some small town, and it's that's a great drive.
Yeah,
that's a great drive. I'm just telling you,
down there.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of whipping in,
instead
of whipping, getting yourself on I-80 and just making one left turn and you're there.
Well,
whip down through Beatrice.
If someone could help me. What is that highway that after you get off 80 when you head south, what are you on?
81.
81. It says 81 go through Salina. Did I just miss it? I coming back, I was in a
you're throwing up
in a fog, but going down I was fine. I don't remember going through. Anyway,
and the bonus talk.
Christian Jones,
yes.
Christian
Thank you to Beck's Hybrids. But we forgot to mention in the first segment that big news from Nebraska.
Big news.
Commitment from 4-star in-state prospect, top prospect of the state, Christian Jones in Omaha.
Yes. Jake, Bill.
I'm listening.
Christian Jones is a linebacker from West Side. He obviously waited till late in the process to commit. Again, top-rated prospect, linebacker. He might be the last defender to commit to this class. He might be the last. He might be the last player to commit to the class. They still got Cortez Mills out there, who's committed to Oklahoma, but considering Nebraska, and Michael Terry, who's a 5-star athlete from the state of Texas. That's it. You were down to 3. Christian Jones committed. Now you're down to 2. But Jones is a big commitment. A second linebacker in the class, Pierce Newberry is the other one from Millard. Jones is a big get. He chose him over Auburn, Oklahoma, USC. I think it was pretty much. It seems like it was down in Nebraska and Oklahoma. And then he here's what's interesting, Bill, if I got you here.
Yes.
You got me. You're a recruiter. This is interesting to me that he was the final thing that got him was between the third and fourth quarters at Nebraska's game. He said the clinching moment was that display that they put on. Thunderstruck. The fire coming out of the tubes or whatever that is, the drone show, just the big thing. He said he just realized, I want to be part of this. It's interesting what sways kids. And Rule talked about it yesterday. Just the stadium production is big for kids.
It's really big. Nebraska does it incredible. But the reason it's big is the production, Thunderstruck, any of those things, nothing matters if the place is 3/4 or half full. You could have that production and there's 60,000 fans there in that seat. Everybody's like, it's nice. No, it's because of the fandom. Almost at 400 sellouts. The streak is
packed,
and so that makes that it still starts with the fans A1, and then you can build off of it. It's like man, that concert was just incredible. The energy because they had all this stuff. What makes a concert great? The fans, the people that are there enjoying it and they're into the concert. It's not just like this. So all the other stuff is all, I wouldn't say secondary, just 1B. You can have all that. So right there, they have that. Nebraska's down 38-7 when they did Thunderstruck. It's going to be a little different. It's like, and
they were winning. That helps.
You don't come back and go, oh man. Like I said, remember the one person that talked about what it was like to play here was Jim Harbaugh a couple years ago.
Right.
He mentioned, he goes, that was a night game. He goes, that was one of the most incredible scenes of a game scene that I've ever been a part of.
God, Bill, I'm glad you brought this up, Jake. Don't ever take it for granted what's going on over there. I mean, it's because Bill, you flip around games. I watch enough games. You'll flip to a game where you're like, not much energy there.
No, there's some.
And then sometimes you'll flip to a game. Well, usually it's the SEC where you flip to an SEC game and you're like, oh God, that's live. That's live.
You feel this is different.
This is different. Yeah, like watching, for instance, SMU Nevada that night in I think it was a late August game, one of the first games.
Week 0.
There's nobody there. It was just kind of like you're watching a high school game a little bit. And then you flip to but then if you flip to like Auburn playing, you're like, that's different. But Nebraska is that. You flip to a Nebraska game against Colorado or that Michigan game back in the day, it's like, this is crazy.
What I feel bad for Nebraska with is if you have, everybody wants to have something now. It kind of, I don't know who it started with, but one of the big ones is Wisconsin. They do their jump around. It's kind of a big deal.
Jake likes.
I do like that.
Well, the reason it travels, which means it travels through time, which means if there's 11 o'clock kickoff, jump around is still works. Works. Thunderstruck doesn't work at about 1 p.m. Thunderstruck doesn't work.
It works at night, though.
It works at night. Incredible. When you don't have anything, when it's light out, so I don't think they even do it. Do they? Do they even do it during the day? It's only a night thing.
They don't during the day.
So Nebraska doesn't have a standard one that you say that travels all time slots.
No, it doesn't.
That's the part that's hard.
It's tricky.
Yeah,
it's tricky. But Thunderstruck at night is really good.
It's a great scene. So you wish they had something that would build it to go through every single phase of what game times are.
But Christian Jones commits last night, and it was a surprise. It caught everybody. It seems like it caught everybody by surprise. They got the Omaha West Side linebacker,
number one prospect in the state, 4-star
That's
player.
a great job. That is, and like I said, several things help. You're winning. That, like I said, that yes, all those things are really good, but just don't forget the fandom, and because of what was going on in the stadium. If it would have been something different, it wouldn't have been the same.
Might not have got him.
When we come back, Bill's Thrills and Song of the Day next, an early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio, video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently. Stevens & Smith Construction is a full-service, employee-owned concrete company that specializes in residential and commercial foundations and flat work. They've been a leader in the concrete industry since 1971, with nearly 250 employees combining for more than 2,000 years of service. With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, and Kansas City, they're united in quality, integrity, and professionalism to create excellence in construction. Learn more today at stevensandsmith.com.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The Electrical Workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Veterans, do you know what local, state, and federal benefits and services you're eligible to receive? Do you want help navigating the application or appeals process? Speak to your county veteran service officer or the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs State Service Office to see what's available to you and your family. You've served our country, now let us serve you. Visit veterans.nebraska.gov today. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
For 15 years, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping has been helping Lincoln become healthier, happier, and more fit through our proven combination of kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching. And to celebrate 15 years of success, we're offering you 50% off our next 10-week challenge beginning September 14th. That's 10 weeks of fun group fitness classes and individualized coaching for half off. And at the end of the 10 weeks, someone's walking away with $1,000 for the best transformation. Come check it out. What do you have to lose? Click on the banner at theticketfm.com to learn more. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill or 70th and Vine. And check us out online at fxblincoln.com.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Oh, Kansas.
Here we go. If I can have today.
You just don't stop giving, do you?
Green flag, we're underway.
The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history.
What a finish, boys.
Close to downtown, amazing campgrounds. 4 NASCAR races in one weekend, and it's the playoffs.
You guys can't drive.
Now you're just showing off. But we're not mad. In fact, we're looking forward to it. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 27th through the 29th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. I'm here to tell you about our custom shirt program. When you come into the store, we measure your chest, mid-waist, and sleeve length. Enter the measurements in an app, and we create your data fit size. You then try on one of our 99 data fit shirts for the proper fit. After that, pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary Michaels Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The
Once again, your song of the day from what you would describe as Better Times 1971. Marvin Gaye, what's going on? 464-5685. 1 is bad, 10 is good. Text rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
That was good. I mean, 1971, definitely better times. Now, here's the deal. If you were in a band or you were a singer and you came up with a song and said, you know you've hit the big time when you say, we need a symphony on this one.
Yes. What do you guys say? We need an orchestra.
Right. Where
can we find that?
Right.
Full orchestra, please.
Full orchestra. Find one. Excuse me. There was no Google back then. There's no, hey, we need an orchestra. So, does anybody know anyone that's in an orchestra?
Right.
So Marvin,
and we need a full one.
Yeah, full one.
Yeah. So, and we're going to need 27 pieces. Okay. In addition to our band, we need we'd
like him to come to us. We'd like him to come to us.
So, yeah, Marvin Gaye obviously hit it big, and that's a classic. Interesting choice by Jake.
Very interesting. I tell you one thing. It painted a picture. I felt like I was in 1971.
Did you?
Ooh,
where were you?
I could see like a basement. I could see shag carpeting. I could see bell bottoms. I
see paneling.
Yeah, paneling. The wood paneling.
Paneling.
With the same as the one big, one two little.
Yeah.
How it looked. It was only about that thick, and just nailed to some studs. It didn't. Sometimes didn't even have sheetrock down.
Were you having a Shasta there?
With
Bill,
a Shasta. I could feel that song. I would. Go ahead. Steve.
I felt it. 71. I'm just sort of. It's a very interesting choice by you. Jake's serious today. I don't know what's going on.
What do you mean I'm serious?
That was a serious
That's
song.
a random song. There's no meaning behind it. Seriously, there's no meaning behind it.
Very pleasant. The Symphony Got Me is a classic Marvin Gaye. It's a classic song. 7.1347.
Okay, Bill?
7004.
Okay,
very
7004. The song gets better.
It does.
The song gets better. And I believe he talks about himself in there. It doesn't even.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know exactly. But
okay.
yes.
Well, now Ben, this is really interesting.
Yeah.
Ben is how old?
Ben is 20.
Ben, have you ever heard that song? I'm saying no. You've heard it?
He's heard
really,
the
Ben?
song.
Or are you making that up? Because I don't think you've heard that
Don't lie
song.
to us, Ben.
Okay.
Ben's 20.
I think it's going to be a 5'9".
I think he's going lower. I'm going to go 4.2. 3.2 from young Ben.
Underwhelmed.
Yeah,
Underwhelmed.
Didn't like that one.
Underwhelmed. What was your song yesterday?
It was "Party Up" by DMX,
Which
we
learned
by.
Thanks
to a breaker.
That was an incredible tweet.
Yeah,
Josh, you gave it a 1.3 yesterday.
Yes.
Now back in January, I played it after a Husker basketball win, apparently.
Same song,
and you gave it an 8.8 at that point. So
I don't.
explain
Is
yourself.
that true?
Yes.
He went back and found it on YouTube.
He went back and researched
We have it live.
I can't. I'm just startled that I would give that song an 8.8 under any circumstance. Under any circumstance,
you gave it. It wasn't like a difference between a 6 and an 8.
No.
It was a 1.
No, I got
or an
something.
8.
I got busted.
You did. Thank you,
I don't
Josh,
know
for
if that
finding that.
speaks to the mood or what. I don't
Could
know.
be.
Yeah.
I can see it being off between like 1. I gave it a 7. Now I give it an 8. You went from I hate it to I loved it.
I don't know that I completely hate
It's
it.
very strange to go that.
Very strange.
All right, what are the breakers saying?
Couple ratings here before we get to Bill's Thrills. 7.3 from Vern in Dakin. First time.
Whoa, Vern.
Wait a
Thank
second.
you.
Wait, what?
Vern
What?
in Dakin. Like Dakin Meridian down southeast Nebraska.
We have Dakin.
I don't even know. That's odd for me not to know this, but I do not know.
Daykin. They go with Meridian. Dakin Meridian.
Okay, I know. I've seen the sign.
Yeah.
I've seen
Okay.
the sign with the arrow. Yes.
Hey, that's a new breaker.
That's
Thank
Vern.
you.
Yeah.
Build
Thank
a
you.
breaker. Thank you.
It's working. Henley,
Thank you.
a 10. Gilton there, 2.3. Yawn. Ryan in California, 8.1. Barbecue Analyst. Never seen that one before. Says 3. Sounds like a rerun of The Love Boat.
The Love Boat was an incredible show on Saturday at like 8:00 at night. It was on.
And
It was-
also, you remember during weekdays, mid morning.
Yes, it'd be on mid morning.
Yeah.
You'd watch the replays of it, and that was incredible. And it always worked out in the end. Everyone always ended up back together. And there's always a lot of strife.
Love Boat.
A lot of things going on. Julie had to run. Remember, she was the cruise director. What a show. What a show.
Lyle in Omaha, 5.5. Anthony in Kansas, a 5. Who in Cleveland? 6. He says that is what's going on.
That's what's going on.
Wow.
That's a high, very high score.
Good job,
for Bird.
guys. Good job on that.
Jennifer, 7.5. Hubby, an 8.
Hey, wait a second. What?
Jennifer, 7.5. Hubby, 8.
Okay, they like that.
Solid.
I bet they were just kind of swaying their shoulders.
Yeah.
I bet they were. I bet they were kind of.
Might have been some electricity in the house.
Yeah, all of a sudden, exactly. Kinetic.
Scott and Bancroft at 5. Fritz in Lincoln, 9.1. Husker Rick, 7.5. Thank you for all your ratings on the song of the day. By the way, before Bill goes, there's a YouTube. We gotta address this real quick. There's a YouTube thing. Yesterday, Sip was kind of attacking.
I was not kind of attacking.
It wasn't attacking. Okay, go ahead.
You addressed the kicker situation. Nebraska said that the Lincoln Lutheran kicker could make a 30-yard kick.
Yeah, 32
Okay?
yard.
Yes. We have information.
Silas on YouTube said, "Hi guys.
Hi guys.
My brother is the Lincoln Lutheran kicker. Me and him heard that you talked about him. Can you give him a shout out? Thanks. By the way, his PR is 43 yards.
Nice job.
Nice.
Wonder what his name
What's
is.
his name is?
And what's his name? Silas. What's the name there?
Yes.
Lincoln Lutheran. It was a
Lutheran.
random comment.
And now we have found the kicker from Lincoln Lutheran
He found us.
that feels maybe he should be getting looked at for a scholarship at Nebraska. He feels because he's
Kicked a 43 yarder.
Kicked a 43 yarder.
Yeah.
So dream big out there and let's
for
give
sure.
it a shot.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
Thank you, Silas, for chiming in.
Thank you
Silas,
for
that's
tuning in.
incredible.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, then we got Bill's Thrill.
It's time for Bill's Thrills. Let's fire it up here on a Tuesday.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
We
Is it
need
gonna be
it.
bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Yes, as always, Bill's Thrills sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Call them at 402-730-7387 for a free consultation to plan your financial future today. Sip is going to love this because today is Bugaboo Tuesday, and later on, it's NFL winners and losers. Two of your favorite segments of the entire week.
Okay.
On a Tuesday.
Bugaboo.
Things that bother me.
Things that bother Bill.
Things that bother me.
What is bothering Bill
Things
today?
are bothering me. And it's just more about history right now. And Jake will not get this, and Ben will be completely disheveled. He'll have no idea.
Disheveled.
I'm telling you right now, Steve Sipple will be locked in. He'll
Locked.
understand
I'm
this.
totally locked.
Bugaboos, things that bother me. The tragedy of TV technology. The tragedy of TV technology. What today's youth will never understand. I went back to better times. I went back to better times.
It's
The
beautiful.
awesomeness of better TV times. No one will ever understand until you went back in time the distance that we used to sit in front of the humongous TV to watch Saturday morning cartoons. They'll never understand what it was like to sit on the floor, eat cereal, and watch, and then watch
Indian style.
Yeah. And watch.
I can say that.
I
can't
did this.
Yeah.
I did it too.
And
Oh,
watch,
did you? Okay.
And watch Roadrunner And you watch the Roadrunner be on early.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's incredible.
Absolutely.
Looney Tunes.
Yes,
I mean, it's 6 o'clock. Now they have the Cartoon Network. When can you watch it? 24/7.
Right.
No, it was on one time, Saturday morning, in front of you, sat in front of this large TV. Your
Right.
parents will still be asleep,
Right.
eating cereal, eating cereal.
A
like
lot
that.
of cereal.
Here's the next thing you miss about the old school TVs like that. When you used to turn the TV off, they had tubes, and the little spot would go whoop, down to the middle, and you would sit and stare at it from a foot away. When it went all the way down to when you couldn't see it anymore, you would sit and stare. When you'd be
Make sure.
you'd be 2 inches from it. When you turned it off, the tube would go whoop, and it started just to go down like this, and it would go to one little pinhole. So like that, and you would watch it to the very end.
Make sure it went down.
And then your mom would tell you might go blind. For doing that
Oh, yeah.
that was
told
common.
that many times.
That was common right there.
Sit too close, you're going to go blind.
Yeah. The next one of the big TV, because of the timing of it like that, Jake's going to miss the sign off, the Star Spangled Banner.
That was amazing.
That was
I didn't
amazing.
get that.
The TV
was
sign
weird.
off. It'd be about midnight or something
Yeah.
like that. That was it. They'd end the programming.
Right. After
And
Johnny Carson.
After Johnny Carson, they'd
Yeah.
end the programming,
Yeah.
and then they'd play the national anthem.
National anthem.
And they'd play the national anthem with the flag,
Yep.
and then that was it. And then it just went to static. Just went to static. Could you imagine TVs?
It was weird. It was kind of odd.
It was. Also, you said you want to watch some more? Can't. TV's off. Never going to see
There's
that.
nothing else on.
Never going to see that one. How about this one, Steve? Got another one for you. Oh, got bad weather out, electricity. You had to unplug the TV. You unplugged the TV in case your antenna got hit. If the antenna got hit by lightning, it'd blow your TV up. True story. Right away, your parents say, "Hey, unplug the TV immediately." You unhook the antenna and you unplug the deal. Imagine that right now. Imagine there's a storm outside telling Laura. Oh, you did. Oh, absolutely. You had to unplug your TV.
I don't think we did that in the Sipple house.
I'm telling you, breakers sign in on this
I
one.
don't
I want to
think-
know.
You got lucky then.
Then,
You got
then
lucky.
every house had an antenna, a giant antenna on top,
It's so
and then
weird.
on your TV you had a rotary.
When you think
deal.
about it, it was weird.
It was a giant antenna. Then you had a rotary on your deal, and you would turn it and make it. So if you all of a sudden want to watch a station out of Omaha, you had to turn it from Pender. If you want to watch Sioux City,
It's so weird
you had
when you
to-
think about it.
you had to turn it. Then the last thing,
Okay.
Jake, the TV was made of wood. Your mom used pledge on it. Your mom used
It was a
lemon
bit-
pledge.
yeah, and it was hard to lift.
Oh no, wait, 400.
Almost impossible to
Impossible to lift.
Yeah.
You moved the TV. Impossible to lift.
Now you move those.
Yeah.
Now you can move
Move
those.
it.
You see dudes
Dude,
carrying big
nine-
screens.
Yeah, it doesn't bother him at all.
Yeah.
It
It
Jake.
takes 4 people to move the TV.
4 people and you put pledge on it. Your mom would.
Well, you put flowers on
Flowers
it.
on it. Yeah, it'd be this complete
Yeah.
decor. It was part. Oh
Yeah,
no,
it
there
was
was
decorated,
We
yeah.
had Christmas decorations
Yeah,
on
100.
ours. There was
You had pictures, family pictures on
it. Family pictures.
Yeah.
You know what that was? Better times.
Way better times.
Better times.
Not even close.
Oh God, yeah. The end.
The sign off is
Sign-
fascinating. when you think
Fascinating.
about it.
I can remember it to because you're kind of bummed too. So
Yeah.
it might be a Friday or Saturday. You're up kind of late, and all of a sudden, and that'll be the end of the programming for the day.
That's
And-
it.
And they'd play the national anthem.
That was it.
And then flag would be waving, and then it went to static.
Yep.
Then it went to static. That was it.
Yeah.
And you'd flip around, and something might be on until 1 o'clock on everybody. Nothing worth watching.
No,
Nothing
usually
worth
no.
it.
If you were really forcing it, if you tried it.
Yeah.
If you tried.
I was
Yeah.
going to assume we have some response today.
Anything at all from that.
That was
that's
one
fine.
of the
We
best
have
ones
some
ever.
response. Someone said, Sanderson says, Saturday morning, sitting on the heat vent, eating Captain Crunch and watching Super Friends.
Yes.
And
The
we
heat
we
vent.
absolutely unplugged the TV. God bless
Yes.
you, Coach Busch.
You absolutely did. You
The
unplugged the
heat
TV.
vent.
It's the first thing you did. There's lightning. Unplug the TV.
Maybe my dad wasn't.
Never a thought right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Maybe my dad needed more safety lessons because I don't
I
think we
don't-
did that.
Now, Brad knows I feel the same way. He says, Foghorn, Leghorn, the best.
Oh,
God,
Foghorn, Leghorn.
The best. The best. Foghorn,
best.
Leghorn.
Roadrunner is hard.
That
to
was
beat.
good. Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, he went through some bad times. Wiley
rough
did.
times,
Rough
yeah.
times. You got
Joe,
that.
Joe says, better times. My dad had a TV and appliance store. My job every Saturday morning was to dust the TVs in the showroom.
That's incredible.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's incredible.
Imagine go. And then also, like you said, when you went in and saw the TVs lined up, like you said, on our TV, we had Christmas decorations on our TV. 100% on our TV.
Sheridan Rock.
People say, yep, you definitely unplugged the antenna in the TV
Yeah.
during the
Okay.
thunderstorm. That's
Yeah.
the big thing.
God, I don't
So
know
if you
that we
missed out,
did
apparently.
that.
Anything else, Jake, from the text line?
I'm looking at more. Yeah. Kevin in Milwaukee says, I always knew mom was dusting when the pledge lemon scent filled the air.
Yes. Oh, it was
100.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
100.
My mom used to put flowers on hers and they leaked one time into the TV.
Oh God. Oh God. Usually sometimes they were fake, like plastic flowers.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to water them.
If somebody says you're hit on the head this morning, Bill, I can still smell the pledge today.
Yeah. Good smell.
That's good. But I'm telling you what, so you'd get up and be super quiet. And they started at 6. I'd be up like at 5:30 getting my cereal ready. It was the best. And then you always had then you go back and it's a bonus cereal all the time. I got a little milk left.
Back in the day.
Lucky Charms. I think Captain Crunch was a classic. Compressed sugar is all it was, and it was unreal.
Someone else says the TV set was huge, but the screen was 24 inches.
Yeah, not that big.
And it weighed 300 pounds easily.
Yeah, it was. The screen wasn't very big. It wasn't big.
It was so heavy.
Yeah, and then like I said, growing up, I don't know when we made the move, but I was out of high school. It never happened when I was in high school that we had a remote. They had to change the channel manually.
Yep.
Right? Boom, boom. There's only like 3 to 4 stations.
I think by the time I got to high school, because I can remember my dad declaring several times, nobody leaves the house until we find the remote. I can remember that.
Yeah,
vividly.
Well, I'm going to say this right now.
We would go on lockdown.
I'm going to tell you right now, that still happens in our house right now. Seriously, where's the remote?
Right.
We're not going anywhere.
Nobody leaves the house till the remote's found. And then you wouldn't believe what ensued then.
Yeah.
It was like a major. I mean, you do anything you could to find the remote.
A couple from YouTube. Jeremiah in South Carolina says, my grandparents' TV blew up in a thunderstorm. So
see,
unplugged the TV, kids.
Gone.
The TV's
Maybe
gone.
we did.
When the TV
I
repair,
remember that
when you like your TV tube went out, a repairman showed up.
Yep.
Ted Von Sagern would show up from Gamble.
Ted
Von Sagern. He had the three Von Sagern boys, incredible athletes. Also, the Von Sagern boys, and Ted, their house is right across from the football field, and we went to their garage for halftime. That's where we went for halftime. You went right across into the Von Sager's, but he would show up with tubes. He'd pull them out of this case, and he'd pull the TV out, and he put a new tube in. That was pricey. When the tube went out, that wasn't like
I wonder how much we talking. 500.
I don't know, but it was a big deal. It wasn't like, oh, whatever, tube's out, get another one. It's like, no.
What were these?
Was that they're these?
But what were these? What was that time? Better times.
Better times.
Jake, say it.
Better times. Ross Bonus, better times.
Jim Savona.
Whatever.
Did you call it Ross? Jake, leave that one to me.
I mean,
leave that one to me.
Zip does it better than me.
Jim Savona, better time.
I know Ben has no idea that there even was a TV like this, that they even existed.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Fuhrer's cheese spread? I can't stop eating it. Rico, relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Fuhrer's cheese spread today in most local grocery stores.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. I'm here to tell you about our custom shirt program. When you come into the store, we measure your chest, mid-waist, and sleeve length. Enter the measurements in an app, and we create your data fit size. You then try on one of our 99 data fit shirts for the proper fit. After that, pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary Michaels Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier Sea-Doo dealership. Score up to $300 off or a free 2-year warranty on 2024 Sea-Doo Sparks and $500 off for a free 2-year warranty on all other brand new 2024 CVs. Rule the streets on an Indian motorcycle with customer cash and trade-in credits up to $2,000 during the month of September. On or off-road, Elway Powersports of Lincoln has you covered with a large selection of motorcycles and watercraft in stock at their new 27th and I-80 location. Hurry in, the clock is running down. Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at huskerfantravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at huskerfantravel.com.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers.
So-
I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans. So
Bill
I'm out.
Sipple. This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Tuesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2, as always, sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. Also at 70th and Pioneers. And I'm very curious, Bill, how Schubert went yesterday.
Schubert was the app was very easy to get from the App Store.
Good.
So that helped everyone. So Shin Daddy was whistling people all around Creighton yesterday, just to get groceries, to get to banking, wherever they need to get to.
What's the Schubert?
The Schubert. They just had to get to quilting at the church. Schindler got him there.
It's a great idea.
Yeah. Schubert.
So the Schubert, you're telling me, I'm sorry, I was on my phone. I'm American. It went well.
Went very well.
Okay.
So, and it's active every day. That's what Steve's
it's
doing.
not going away.
No, it's not going away. The shoe, but they got to get some additional Schuber drivers.
I was going to say
they got it. So right now,
usually
stop in the bank. They're looking for looking for people to do some Schuber driving.
Usually people do Uber like to make some extra money.
They do.
Does he need extra money right now?
No, he does it all. This is all.
I need to help him.
No. This is all just trying to help out Creighton. That's what he
Creighton,
does. The Bulldogs.
Schuber. So it could be a whole new thing for him, a whole new enterprise.
Whole new enterprise.
All right, what's going on today in Creighton?
Well, to honor the end of fair season. Now the state fair is over and all the fairs are over.
Are they all over?
They're all over, yes. Shin Daddy has brought in the giant cotton candy machines. Everyone have cotton. So he's whipping around the cotton candy machine. You know the big one right there? You whip around, get the pink cotton candy on it. Sometimes the blue.
There's the blue.
He's doing pink. He's doing pink. It's just crystallized sugar is what it is.
I know it's good.
Oh, it's really good like that. So
still good.
So Shin Daddy, that's set up in the middle of the lobby, and he's there. As soon as you walk in, bam, right there, a big wad of cotton candy right in your face.
I got to tell you, I never knew there was a designated fair season until right now.
Oh, no,
but you're right.
Fair is always
late July through August.
Late July, August, and then the big one. Remember, Raph talked about it because he had to sell lottery tickets out there as if. In an air-conditioned booth, we made it sound like he was in Vietnam.
Right. It was the worst time ever.
Yes,
I saw it. It was a very comfortable booth.
Yes, it's very comfortable booth.
Don't feel bad for
He
Raph.
made it sound as if it was the most horrific as far as this, how they get through it, type of thing.
Well, this is really interesting. That's what's going on in Creighton's Bank today. They're making cotton candy.
Cotton candy, yeah.
Pink and blue.
No, just pink.
I'm sorry.
They went just pink. Just pink.
That's okay.
It's a big apparatus, the thing that they make.
I bet.
Yeah. Have you ever seen it made before?
Yes.
Yeah. That's fun to see.
Yeah. I'll never, ever not like cotton candy.
Yeah.
It always tastes good to me. And it's
now,
always.
Do you go face or do you pick?
I face.
Do you? Go right. Go right after it.
Right in the face first.
Yeah.
It is an interesting chemistry because it's this, it's cotton, then it disintegrates.
Just dissolves and straight sugar.
And it's good though. It always tastes good.
It's always tasty.
Yeah.
Yes. Remember for a while you could buy it in a packet?
I think you still can.
Oh, you still can.
I saw it in the store the other day.
Still exists.
Really?
Yeah,
I'd love to see that. I've not seen that forever.
Weird.
Heavily considered.
Yes.
Yeah. I just thought.
I had it once. Stay away. Do the real cotton candy.
Okay. Stay away. Yeah. You know what I discovered too? They were in a store. I won't mention the store. Popcorn balls.
Yeah.
Be careful with that. Your mom made popcorn balls and they were good.
Ridiculous.
If you buy store bought, you're taking a chance. It's risky. If cotton balls have been sitting there for 7 days, or excuse me, popcorn balls have been sitting there for no, don't do it. I tried one. It wasn't good. I mean,
don't do it.
Remember when your mom made them?
Lou and Hoger Larson had a popcorn stand on Main Street at Pender. It was like a Dutch windmill. And for Halloween, they gave out popcorn balls.
Oh.
But you had to be there like by 4 o'clock in line because they only had so many. And that was, imagine this when you went to do Halloween, where there's one stop that everyone knew about, and that's the place you go. The people gave away the full-size candy bars were popular, all those things. But Lou and Hoger Larson gave out popcorn balls that were made that day. And that I never made it. I never got
freshly made. Like your
popcorn
mom could just make things different. Yeah. And my mom's popcorn balls just tasted better than anything in the world. Like I was like, how do you do this? What are you putting in?
Imagine having one right now. Did she have peanuts in hers?
No.
No,
I didn't want peanuts.
I would agree with that. I would not want the peanuts.
No,
either.
Oh God.
Yeah.
It'd be like I'd make the face that you make when you eat.
What would you put
on the misconception of grapes?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you eat a cookie with raisins in it, what's your face do? Oh my God! If my mom made popcorn balls with peanuts in them, I'd be like, "What are we doing?
What are we doing?"
Yeah,
that's bad.
That's
nasty.
Yeah,
just not.
My grandma would make cinnamon rolls, which she made great cinnamon rolls. And sometimes she'd just get bored, so she'd put raisins in them. So they'd be wrapped up. And me and my dad would take the cinnamon rolls and unwrap them completely, take all the raisins out, and throw them away.
Ron did that too.
Yeah, we both did it, but we didn't say a word to Grandma.
No,
it's like no.
See,
don't say a word.
I will
to
tell
Grandma.
you this. I'll tell you this. I'd invite those raisins. I would like that.
So we didn't like, but we also didn't say anything. We just
not gross.
It's gross. That is. Thank you, Midwest Bank, for something else too.
Midwest Bank. Thank you for the 12-minute commercial.
464-5685. Call text as always.
12-minute commercial.
Nebraska's run game was addressed by Matt Rule
Yes.
yesterday at the press conference.
Please play that.
Here
It's
is
interesting.
Matt Rule on
Now, wait a second. Set it up better.
Well, this is about Dante Dowdell and the running
Hold
back
on.
room. What was the question? You were
Well,
there. I know it's labeled
It
here.
was in response to the depth chart came out when it was clear who was number 1 and 2 now. It was as designated on the depth chart, Ramir and Dante Dowdell, then Emmett Johnson and Gabe Irvin.
So you want is this separate? There's two
No.
different quotes here. That's why I was going to do Dante Dowdell.
Just play the whole thing.
Okay. Dante Dowdell,
Okay.
running back room.
He's in shape. Yeah, Mitch Cholowinski, our sports science guy, he does extra running every week. You know, he's just kind of like an anxious, asthmatic kid that like can sometimes hyperventilate, so he can only have so many plays in a row. And he's a wonderful kid. Like he scored a touchdown, everyone's celebrating. I am yelling at him on the field because he reached the ball across the goal line and fumbled it. I don't care what the results are. Like that's not what we do. And so he's getting used to me. Like okay, Coach Rule doesn't care what the result was. He cares about the process because you know we're gonna face better teams or we're gonna face different situations or whatever. And so yeah, but I think Dante's done a really nice job. And I thought this was a game because of all the man coverage where I felt like the safeties were going to have to make a lot of tackles for them. So it was more of a big back game early, and then later in the game it would be more of a get the ball on the perimeter, which we hit with Ramir with the touchdown that got called back. But it's kind of be a counter game. It's going to be a duo game, and we tried to run duo to the right because Travis is a great player, but we wanted him to have to tackle. We're like, okay, let's make Travis Hunter play like football, not man coverage. He's great at that. Unfortunately, Shiloh got hurt, but we thought, hey, we'll get the ball to safety in the corner a bunch and make them tackle. And Dante's just really hard to tackle.
So that's his general thoughts on Dante Dowdell. Here's Matt Rule on the actual separation in the running back room.
Okay,
per the depth chart yesterday.
Thank you,
Matt Rule.
Yeah, though I'll say this: I wasn't happy with all the blitz pickups and stuff. So like Emmett, I put Emmett in the game, and Emmett did a nice job. So Emmett will have some roles, and then Gabe, I'm probably I have to really reevaluate how I'm looking at Gabe. I'm probably two kid glove with him coming off the injury, and I put him in at the end, not as like a consolation prize, but I like him in the eye, running the eye formation stuff. So again, we'll compete some things out this week. But yeah, Keith, when he handed me that, he had the oars off, and basically based on the way we played with Dante and Ramir more. So want to be more transparent with the way we do the depth.
Yeah, the whole thing crystallized without needing to see a depth chart. I mean, it was clear if you watch the games who the top 2 running backs was, but then it appeared that way in the depth chart. So that's why the question was asked, Jake. Interesting description of Dante Dowdell as an anxious asthmatic. So he has asthma. So he had trouble going several plays in a row. As an asthmatic, as a youth, I completely understand that. But that, yeah. And then we got to ask Bill a question here, a schematic question. They said they would run a duo. Is that like a sweep to the right? What's a duo? No. That's not right. What's a duo?
Duo is a block. It's a zone.
Excuse me?
Duo is a block, a double team up to the next level. So boom, blocking 2-on-1 off to the backer
on a sweep.
No, no, that's not an outside.
Okay.
Not an outside.
Well, why was Travis Hunter targeted in that situation?
Well, what they do. So a lot of times in offense, what you say is block the tacklers.
Yeah.
Block those that tackle. So it'd be make sure you're crack on the safeties. And make the corner have to be the one that makes the tackle.
Okay, that's what he's talking about.
That's what he's trying to get done with that. So and he talked about, like you said,
you listening?
I am.
In man coverage and things like that, whatever they're doing front wise, it always talks about. There's certain runs when you run a style of defense. Here's the runs you're going to get. Here's the ones that don't do well versus this. There's the runs you're going to get. So you have some ideas. We talked about gap schemes, which is down, round. So it's just a different concept of what they're doing. You have to be a very patient runner, and those type of things. Then you have the fly sweep stuff to the outside. They ran a toss. We used to use the term bunch crunch, which is kind of a down, pull, toss. That's kind of what the one that Ramir had called back is what that was. So those are just different aspects of the run game that you have to be able to do. What we talked about Colorado was what was so simple about it. No one's moving. There's no tight ends coming back in the formation. It's just inside zone. And so that makes the run game very
Why
simple.
would you do that as an offensive coordinator? Not to have such a simplistic scheme. Why?
So when you talk about, hey, we need to be able to run the football and they have to be able to run the football better. When you're in 4 wides, you're so limited in what you can do with different and changing and changing the blocking schemes up and stuff. There's things you can do. You can still pull people out of that look. People do that all the time. They just don't.
Oh.
They just don't.
They don't have pullers.
That's just not what they do. I mean, they probably do at some point in time. Obviously, I've watched every snap of film, but
I
that's
got you. I got you.
I mean, like I said, they just went. What was it? 4th and 2, inside zone -3 yards. I mean, so it was.
You told Laura.
No,
here comes inside zone.
I go, if they run inside zone, it'll be a loss of 2, and that's what it was. I mean, if you don't have speed option in for those things and different stuff that it just doesn't end real well for you.
Yeah. You get that?
But he talked about something we could hit on real quick.
Okay.
That you want to talk about losing your mind as a coach.
Yes.
And it happens all the time still, and they just can't get it figured out, is the extension of the ball. And I sent you guys one where it happened last year. I think it was at the Buffalo Bills when Travis Kelce didn't extend the ball.
Okay.
But my point is like that you don't extend the ball towards the goal line or any time like that on a 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. You have another down yet. And the number of times they said it cost the Ravens the game against the Chiefs
last year in the playoffs.
Flowers did that. He
Yeah.
extended the ball. If it gets knocked out, goes through the end zone. It's a touchback. I have seen so many critical errors, and I've seen it coached. I've seen head coaches get up and scream about all these things. And sometimes then you'll hear some just random announcer, got to extend that ball. Oh, no.
It's like, no,
you
that.
don't. I mean, it's complete buffoonery to do that. Take care of the football. Don't go trying to all of a sudden reach the ball out with one hand or two hands and it gets knocked out.
What about if you're still on your feet and you try to do it?
No, just stop. No, don't do it.
Just put it across the goal line. It's a touchdown.
Here's the deal. Be happy about this one. How about 2nd and 1 at the 1?
Okay.
How about that one?
I'm being facetious. But
I mean, you saw what happened to the Bengals the other day. They fumbled the ball at the 1 yard line. The guy had no ball control. He really wasn't trying to extend it much, but no ball control. It's like you protect that ball at all costs around that goal line. Do not extend the ball. And it's talked about, it's coached, and people do it.
Still do it because he did it as kids.
And you just see numerous errors. You'll see them this year. You'll see numerous errors. You just go, how did that happen? How did that just happen?
You grew up doing
changing.
it. You grew up doing it, though. You grew up as a kid carrying the ball with one hand and extending it, right, Jay?
Yes.
I'm on the playgrounds of Beatrice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we did it wrong, though. We were doing it wrong.
Not coached.
Trying to make big plays and doing it wrong.
So I understand.
When did Dowdell do that? There's just things I missed. Did you see that?
I don't know what he's talking about.
I didn't know what Coach Rule was referring to with Dowdell. I don't remember him doing that in the game.
But that's more of one of those times too, where it's like that's like with the whole team. It's like we don't do this. We don't do this, and so you can coach them really hard now because it didn't cost them. That's one of those things you can't have after the fact. Hey guys, new rule here now. We're not going to extend the ball because you might fumble. I know we gave you freedom before. No, that stuff is taught throughout to never extend the ball at that time.
Football is a fascinating sport, guys. It really is because there's so much going on. It's so much can go wrong. There's so much going on. So much has to work well. What are we talking about? Nebraska, great win. The defense played extraordinarily well. The offense is coming, but now we're talking about special teams. I mean, there's just so much. There's so much that has to come together all the time. So many people involved. That's why you can talk about year round, right, Jake?
Yeah, I'm curious in terms of you mentioned Emmett Johnson and Gabe Irvin.
Emmett Johnson,
who have clearly now become the 3rd and 4th options. It's Ramir and it's Dowdell 1-2.
Yeah,
as the Nebraska running back. Those guys thought they had a chance to get the starting job. In the
of course
fall.
they did. Yeah.
What goes through their mindset now is we're 2 games in. Obviously, the team first over you. How does that change their mindset, if anything?
Well, I mean, listen, in a running back room, a lot of the times everybody wants the ball. It's never perfect. I mean, Ron Brown used to tell me that all the time, that he wouldn't bring it up, but when they had Amir, I remember the conversation. They had a good room, and he said, "Yeah, these guys all want the ball. You got to keep that in mind." So they want it. They want to play. It seems like they're okay. I don't know though. I mean, you never know if they're okay. If you're a running back, you didn't go to the whatever school you're at and say, "I'll be okay if I'm a backup."
Yeah,
generally not. I mean,
you're going to do everything. The character of those guys, because I just happen to actually know them because I've coached them, is great.
Emmett.
So they won't be. They're in the meeting room and everything they're doing. They're still going to be great. But in the back of your mind, when you're going into a game, that's what's hard is at that running back spot. You can also go from 3 to 1 in like 2 series because when you hand the ball off, especially against really good teams, 11 people are trying to hit you.
Yeah,
and so it's a violent game. They take shots.
Oh, running backs are incredible.
But you can go from 3 to 1 really quick.
Yeah, and
so you have to have yourself mentally prepared. So if you're kind of like just kind of cool breezing through it, it won't be good.
No,
but they won't. That won't happen with those guys. Except they said, I actually know them, so that won't happen.
When we come back, our first edition of the year of NFL winners and losers, week 1.
This is good.
This is going to be good.
Jake,
you got your energy?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right.
Jake,
I'm ready.
Those text messages. I the one. Someone's booing.
That person is me.
That person is me.
Winners and losers next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
NEBCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready mixed concrete, Husker concrete, and Beatrice concrete. NEBCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEBCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
What's your radon level at home? Don't know? Find out with a call to Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating, 467-1111 for radon testing and mitigation.
Raising Cane's is celebrating our golden birthday, but not just with the deliciously golden hand-battered chicken fingers you know us for. We're talking precious metal, baby. We're starting the party by giving away over $100,000 worth of golden prizes, including gold coins, bars, and nuggets. That's right, Cane's got nugs, gold nugs. Visit RaisingCanesBirthday.com for a chance to win a piece of the golden celebration.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Riddles Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddles Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddles Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddles Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddles Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddles inside Gateway Mall.
Primary care that understands you. At CHI Health Clinic, our dedicated primary care team takes time to hear you, understand you, and get to know you and your family at every stage of life. We believe in building lasting relationships with our patients. That's why we offer convenient, affordable health care close to home or work. Find out how we treat your whole family like family at chihealth.com/primary care.
Hey farmers, wouldn't it be nice if you could cut your herbicide cost by up to 85%? Now you can with Green Eye technology for your sprayer. Green Eye's system integrates seamlessly with your current sprayer and works by identifying and spraying only the weeds. Reduce the threat of herbicide resistance, be environmentally friendly, and save a ton of money. Oh, and there's no acres fee. This is the precision spraying solution you've been waiting for. Contact Boyk Farmers Outfitters to get set up with Green Eye or check them out at BOECK.FarmOutfitters.com.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through September 15th, enjoy 8-ounce USDA Choice Boneless New York strip steaks for $7.99 each. USDA Choice Boneless Beef Crock Pot Roast for $4.99 per pound, fresh salmon fillets for $9.99 per pound, and Busch Light 30 packs for just $18.99. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, isolated showers and storms possible this morning. Otherwise, we'll see mostly sunny skies, and it will be breezy with a high around 93. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 62. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies, and it will be breezy with a high around 91. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive. Always honest answers.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We will get to NFL winners and losers in a second. Before that, though, quick plug for our friends in Holdred. Score One Smoking. Chris has got barbecue rubs and sauces for days for all your tailgates on Saturdays, Friday Night Football as well.
Score One.
Score1smoking.com. Also on Facebook and Instagram at Score One Smoking.
Do it.
Score One.
No, do this.
What's that?
Yeah.
That's the logo.
Yeah,
He's the logo.
Bill's the logo.
I would like, is there any way to get my face on one of the rubs?
I would think
Like
so.
that.
John Benton has his face
John Benton
on the
has
rubs.
his face. I
Rule,
saw
man.
that.
Why can't you be on Score One?
I'd like to be on one of those.
I know. The first time he did it, I thought that should be on the label. Bill Busch.
He does.
They don't even have to identify.
Also,
It
the
would
catering is ridiculous. I mean, he does weddings. He does all kinds of events, any sort of gatherings. He's always in charge. He handles all. He's in the tri-state area.
Is he?
Yeah, Chris is. Yeah, it's.
Or if he's
it's
been down to
tremendous.
Salina.
I'm sure he has.
I'm
By the way, I checked. You should have seen this line on the way to Wichita.
Seen it or drive through?
Driven through. It is on the way.
Oh God!
I just
That's
checked the map. It is
embarrassing.
on the
Yeah.
way to Wichita.
It's embarrassing.
And that's where Bex is at now. Expansion.
Okay, Bex
Sunny Bex.
down to Salina.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, what's going
All
on
right,
now?
It is time, without further ado, for the Week 1 edition of NFL winners and losers.
Nice.
Let's fire it up. Here we go. Winners and losers sponsored by our friends at Führer's Cheese Spread. You want that at every tailgate. D stops by here once in a while with great cheese spread. It's awesome. Get it for yourself at most local grocery stores in the state of Nebraska. Führer's Cheese Spread. To the winners in his first game back in the NFL after a nice stint at Michigan. Jim Harbaugh enters the league at 1-0. Dominant rushing game for J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah.
22-10. Chargers over the Raiders. Harbaugh, as Michigan gets rolled by Texas, says, "I'm 1-0, baby. I'm the king here." Jim Harbaugh.
King Dobbins
1-0.
got a game ball.
Yeah.
In the locker room. Saw that.
Jim Harbaugh, 1-0. Number
rolling.
2, Bill mentioned this on the Sunday Night Football, the Lions in overtime, 26-20 over the Rams. That's a potential NFC title game matchup. People say that both those teams could go far. The Lions say, we're not going to be one year bust. We're going to be good this year. The Lions were great offensively. Defense looks solid. Lions 1-0 as a big win on primetime. They've had a big win on prime, 26-20. Lions over the Rams. Number 3, who saw Sam Darnold having a great game for the Vikings?
One time he was 10 for 10. I know he started
He
out.
ends 19 for 24, 208 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Giants still look pathetic. Daniel Jones is bad. 28-6. Vikings roll the Giants. Bad times in New York continue.
Sent you guys that
This
screenshot
morning.
that Daniel Jones, since he signed his new contract extension, has thrown more touchdowns to the other team than he has for his team. He's thrown more pick sixes than he has touchdowns.
It's not good.
Not interceptions, pick sixes.
He's having some problems.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones. Number 4, this is a guy that Sip used to have a nickname for. Baker Mayfield was used to go, who?
Baker Dofield.
Baker Dofield. Hey, he's He's had quite the redemption in Tampa Bay.
Yes,
they
yes.
roll the Commanders 37-20. He was great. 24 for 30, 289 yards, 4 touchdowns in the game. Baker Mayfield is back.
He is back. He's good.
playing well.
Yeah, he is good.
He fell off after the Browns went to went to the Panthers, went to the Rams. It was just a weird couple years. Now he found a home in Tampa.
How's it going for the Browns right now with their quarterback?
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah,
great.
Yeah, not good. But make Mayfield, great performance in week 1. The last winner, how about collectively in general, NFL kickers? Here's your stats.
Okay.
21 kicks made of 50-plus yards this week. The most ever in a week in the history of the NFL.
Say the number again.
21 kicks made of 50-plus yards. The most ever in the history of the NFL in a single week.
Now, that would be harder for Lincoln Lutheran.
Yeah,
that would be harder.
Yeah.
But he's
He's kicked a 43-yarder.
We have that down.
There is one kicker in general, Brandon Aubrey, the kicker for the Cowboys. Okay, he made, right before halftime, a 66-yard field goal that got called back because of delay of game by the Cowboys. They almost attempted the 71-yarder. They thought about it. He drilled the 66-yarder. It was unbelievable.
That's
this
amazing.
guy is a cheat code.
Yeah.
Former soccer player. He is unbelievable.
He's a cheat code.
Bill,
That's amazing.
Could you imagine coaching that made a 66-yard field goal?
Well, no, that'd be remarkable. And also, I was watching with Detroit. Their kicker never, like in college, he never even kicked field goals or extra points. He was just the kickoff guy. Then all of a sudden he got into whatever the XFL, USFL, for the Detroit, the Panthers, I think. And so and then he wins the job. He wins the job, and he was never a kicker in college.
Yeah, it's not generally something you pick up late in
No,
life.
not late in life. What are you going to do? NFL kicking looks interesting.
Kicking the hell out of it right now.
On a heater.
To the losers, the most fun part of winners and losers. Number 1, this is very obvious. The Carolina Panthers should just quit. They were down 30-3 at halftime at a very mediocre Saints team. They lose 47-10. This is the first game for Dave Canales, new head coach of the Panthers. It did not go well. Bryce Young is not very good.
What happened?
That team struggled. And by the way, they lost their best defensive player for the season to a meniscus injury, Derek Brown, on that game.
That's a mess.
Bill,
what is wrong with Bryce Young?
47-10.
Jake, what happened to Bryce Young?
I don't. Pretty good chance it's not all on Bryce. Right. Maybe I'm sure there's some times
That's
you go,
good. No, that's
okay,
good
he's
point.
not doing this good enough. He's not doing this good enough. But the surrounding cast
That's
is
good.
not
good.
It's not the same.
No, that's a good point.
Number 2 loser, you mentioned this, Bill, Deshaun Watson. The Browns have talent. They've got a good defense. They had a bad day. They have a good defense in general. They got receivers. They got some running backs. I know Chubb's not back till week 5, but Deshaun Watson has fallen off the face of the planet. He's supposed to be healthy. The shoulder's supposed to be healthy. His stats, 24 for 45 for 169 yards. 45 pass attempts. 1 touchdown late, didn't matter. 2 picks. He was terrible. He can't throw it downfield. He can't throw it downfield at all. And he doesn't run anymore.
But there's not much going on with him today either.
What do you mean?
Just a new lawsuit against him. Also.
Is there really?
There's another one just came out. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Major one. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Deshaun is what a fall he's had.
21 incompletions is a lot.
And he had 169 yards. He had no yards basically at all.
No efficiency.
Number 3 loser. It was a winner for me, but the way it happened, the Jags should be appalled by how they lost this game. Jacksonville is up 17-7, late third quarter, going in for what would be likely a game-winning touchdown because the Dolphins were halfless at that time. Travis Etienne the ball is punched out by Javon Holland. Great play. Dolphins recover. Next play, 80-yard touchdown, Tyreek Hill. The Jags had no business losing that game with how they were playing. They went completely lifeless offensively. The defense stopped playing ball. They should be embarrassed by how that game ended. I'm happy as a Dolphins fan. Jags fans are depressed, and they should be. That was horrible. That was horrible by Jacksonville. But thank you, Jacksonville. Awful.
Interesting.
And by the way, Doug Peterson, head coach, tried to take any blame off of Press Taylor, his OC. He tried to blame the defense for the problem. Like, you have to be up 24-7, and you stop playing offense the rest of the game. They didn't. They had 1 pass attempt. They kept running the ball.
It's really interesting. That conversation is always interesting. Do you let off the gas a little bit, bleed clock? You got to stay somewhat aggressive, right? It's a fine line. It's a fine line.
Number 4 loser.
Coach Sipple, by the way.
Number 4 loser. They have a really bad start typically, but the Bengals hosting the Patriots.
I'm sorry.
lose 16-10. Jacoby Brissett, didn't do a ton in the game. He was fine, but it was, like you said, Bill, a turnover at the goal line by the Bengals. A couple,
they dropped a touchdown pass. They muffed a punt. Ooh. It was like things did not look good. And then defensively at the end of the game, they couldn't get him. They couldn't stop him. They're like, they were going to run the football, and they ran it 8 straight times.
Yeah, Stevenson ran well for the Patriots.
Just ran it for like 40 yards on the last 2 drives. Last 2 series.
Now, ouch.
And number 5 loser. Now, I'm going to say Will Levis in general, but the Titans, this is an epic collapse. The Titans led the Bears 17-0. They lose the game without giving up an offensive touchdown. It's the 3rd time in the history of the NFL a team overcame a 17-point lead without scoring an offensive point besides a field goal.
3rd time in the history.
Score? There was a blocked punt, about 10-yard block punt by Jonathan Owens. They had the Will Levis threw the stupidest pick 6 in the history of mankind. He was trying to avoid a sack, did like a flip out as he was falling, easy pick 6, and a couple field goals, and the Bears get it done. Will Levis, again, had some flashes in the first half. Man, that guy makes some stupid mistakes, though. Holy crap.
Caleb Williams threw for 93 yards. That's what he finished with, 93 yards.
Brian Callahan, the head coach of the Titans, said at the press conference, we said we could have punted, or we could have just kneeled every play and won that game. Instead, they just self-sabotaged themselves.
Yeah.
So there you go.
There you go. Good job.
That would be incredible
NFL
to see.
Winners and losers.
We're just going to take a knee 3 times and put our defense back out there. That would be one of the most incredible things in the history of football. That'd be this. What are you guys doing? We're not going to turn it over. We're going to take a knee 3 times.
Take a knee.
We're going to use 40 seconds to play, and we're going to punt it. That's what we're going to do.
Jake, that was wonderful.
There you go. NFL winners and losers.
When you
back.
do this, Jake is back.
That is an unbelievable segment. God bless you.
I have fun with it. I love it. I
that
love
is the
NFL.
hard part of our show is that you got football, Saturday, Sunday, and you got 2 things to talk about. But the college game is and then also we're a local show,
right? We got a lot.
So you have a lot. Yeah, it's a long time. It's just amazing. What if the show was longer, Steve? Would that matter?
Could help.
It would matter.
We start at 5 on Monday.
5.
Yeah, at 5 a.m.
Wait a second.
Just 5 on Monday.
5 a.m. start.
5 on Mondays. Think about it.
5 every day. Why not 5 every day?
I'm for it.
Could you do it?
I'm up
without
anyway.
your alarm. You could do that, Sip.
We might have to. That would make
it's pretty extreme
because we've already set that mental clock. We've already locked that in.
It's pretty extreme to go 5 to 8, but we could do it. We could. You're crazy enough to do it.
We'd probably have breakers at 5.
What about then they could podcast it too. What about Mondays? Yeah, we could wait till the 6 o'clock time to start with Nebraska.
We're crazy enough to do it at 5.
Let's think about breakers. Is there any interest in us starting at 5?
Start it. I mean, I'd do 5.
Yeah.
I would. I mean, it's not that much different for me. I mean, it's not much different for Bill. He's up at 4. Yeah. I could do it.
Yeah. Maybe even a 5. Maybe a 5:24.
It would just increase the importance of the post-show nap for me.
Yeah.
That's all it would do.
That's a guarantee at that point.
Yeah.
No one can push back on that. Yeah, right. I'm taking the nap, and you're gonna be okay with it. That is Winners and Losers, sponsored by Führer's Cheese Bread. Thanks for that. It's time to play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. We just did NFL Winners and Losers. How about today? NFL wide receivers. What teams do these guys play for?
Oh, God, Jake.
464.
Pick the obscure.
5685.
I've got no chance.
Shut up, Sipple. Starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the Dick Down Sip and Bill and trivia on the week. You guys are 1-0, 16-11 since the reset. So good start.
Getting back
off
on.
to a good start here. 5 games.
16-11.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
That works. Ben's getting the caller over here lined up.
No one's calling. No one's calling.
There was 2 callers. I'm not sure what happened. He had 2 callers in the line, and they.
Ben's amazing.
Yeah.
Is there a system?
He's wearing a hat today, which is
an issue
normal
with the phone.
with his hair.
Oh, Angie, my sister, my Marty's wife, gave him a huge compliment right off the bat upon meeting him.
What'd she say?
Commented
she
on the
said
hair.
Good hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said, "You got beautiful hair."
Yeah. He does.
Angie, right away. Marty's got beautiful hair.
Gee. Every time
He
you
kept
say
his
that.
hair. Gee,
Yeah.
Steve.
God, I wanted to meet Marty.
You'd love him.
I want to fly down
I
there.
can't tell who the caller is. What's the name? I see it's line 3. What's the name, young Ben?
Ben?
We have a name? Okay. Can you hear? Who do we have here? Who's the caller?
It's Brad from Baldwin.
Hello,
Okay,
Brad.
Okay.
Ben, that shouldn't have been that
I don't know what
confusing.
happened.
It's okay.
but
Brad's
okay.
with us.
Brad's with us.
Hey, Brad, nice to hear from you.
Yes.
You too, guys.
Okay.
Are you on the road right now? Are you repairing anything?
Hey, turn the radio down. Turn the radio down. I hear an echo there, Brad. Please help me out here.
All right, let's go. Try that.
All right, that's better. Let's
There we
get
go.
to it. Hey, Bills is lifeline for SIP for one question as always. Brad, first question to you. What NFL team does wide receiver Jamison Williams play for?
That would be the Detroit Lions. He's on my fantasy football team.
All right.
And he had a very, very big game.
Do you play fantasy football? No, so I have
Well,
no
what do you
idea.
think?
1-0 lead.
0.
SIP, first question. 1-0, you're down. What team does wide receiver Chris Godwin play for?
I mean, I have a pretty good idea on this.
Pirates, I don't have it.
The Buccaneers.
The Bucks
That's
is
a
correct.
Big, that was big. Thank you, Steve.
You're
Sipple.
welcome.
Back to you, Brad, to take the lead. Last question. What team does wide receiver Jaden Reed play for?
That would be the Green Bay Packers.
I wish you did 1979 because I can name them all.
We could nail those.
He
We
was
could.
Yeah, we could.
Week 1 leader in receiving yards.
I'm sorry?
First or second. Jaden Reed was
Jaden Reed.
first or second receiving
We
yards in
need
the
this,
NFL.
Steve.
All right, Bills in play. SIP for the tie. Last question. What team does wide receiver Calvin Ridley play for?
Oh, okay. We should know this. I'm pretty sure I know this.
I think I know too.
Okay, can we confer?
Yeah,
That's fine.
Can we write it down?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
You haven't used Bill, so he's your lifeline here.
Is it that? That?
Yes. We got it.
What is it?
Well, I mean, we've reached a consensus on
Consensus.
this. Falcons.
He did play with the Falcons at one time.
Sure
He's
did.
been on 2 teams since the Falcons.
That's not bad.
He's been on the Jags, and now he's on the Tennessee Titans.
That's
Oh, I
amazing.
didn't know that.
I don't
one.
feel that bad about it
No.
listening to Brad, and also we at least knew who he was.
Right.
Brad,
At least
we
Brad
got
was-
one team.
Yeah, and we knew he had played for him. So that was.
That's right. He
Yeah.
started off.
I'm not.
with the
I'm not
Falcons.
down on myself for that one.
No, I'm not.
Nice
either.
win, Brad. Congrats. calling
Brad,
on
you're
the road.
better than us, and we've always known that, and we're okay with it.
I don't know about that, guys. It was I'm fantasy football, so that helped me.
There
Yeah,
you go,
good job, Brad.
Good
Congratulations.
job, Brad.
All right.
All right, go have a good day and say hi to Chris and everybody for us.
Yes. Chris is
Tiebreaker.
back to working. Yes.
Yeah, yes. He couldn't take retirement. He
No.
was bored. Bill, Tyreek Hill is in his 9th NFL season. How many regular season touchdowns has he scored in his career, including the one he had on Sunday?
9th season.
So he had 8 full seasons. Yeah, first game of his 9th season.
Oh, first game. Okay.
8 full seasons.
59.
Sip.
Way over.
What would you put the number?
I'd say 81.
Oof, 89. How about
All right.
77 receiving touchdowns, 7 rushing touchdowns, and 5 touchdowns for Tyreek Hill?
5 return touchdowns.
Like the first 3 years of the Chiefs, he did everything there: rushing, receiving, returning, everything. Like 2016, 17, 18.
I mean, he's a real dude now. Real dude with a lot of
He
kids.
actually returned a couple punts. For the, yes, he does have a
Yes,
lot
he
of
does
kids.
have a lot of kids. It's just a fact. I mean, it's nothing wrong with nature.
Can I say something?
Yes,
Jake?
please,
Because
please.
because Jake didn't want to bring it
I
up.
forgot to.
Jake
I
didn't
forgot
want
to.
It's okay. You can go ahead, Jake.
No, please. No, you go ahead.
If anyone has free time tonight,
At time, what time?
in 2 weeks, Steve will be on the Big Red Wrap Up,
Right.
and tonight I'm on the Big Red Wrap Up. Like that. So we're gonna do some.
Is this regular NET still or not?
Yes, it is.
NET.
Yes,
Just
so
making
it's,
sure.
it's statewide.
Yep.
And they get we and Steve talked about the viewership is unreal that the Nebraska
well.
fans
They love
watch,
it.
love the show, and it's really it's incredibly done. So yeah, so I'm doing that tonight. So I have that, and then you'll see Steve in 2 weeks.
There's still people in the state that think that's all I do.
Yes, the big red wrap up. That's it.
Yeah, you're on TV. Now once a week, once a year.
Once a year.
Yeah.
That's exactly
What do you
right.
do the rest of the time?
Yeah.
$100,000 on that appearance.
Good time. Nice, but worth it. So enjoy Bill Busch tonight on Big Red Wrap Up. We will watch and address how this goes, Bill.
It'll get addressed.
We'll analyze this.
It will get addressed.
We'll analyze this.
It will 100% get addressed.
Spillover is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. I'm here to tell you about our custom shirt program. When you come into the store, we measure your chest, mid-waist, and sleeve length. Enter the measurements in an app, and we create your data fit size. You then try on one of our 99 data fit shirts for the proper fit. After that, pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary Michaels Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Kim with Midwest Bank. We know there is more to your business than numbers and spreadsheets. For us at Midwest Bank, the people who make up a business matter most. We believe in getting to know you and your business and providing customized banking solutions that help protect your business and help it grow. Schedule a free consultation with us today. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in September. Try their brand new caramel apple butter cream cheese or apple coffee cake muffins through their new partnership with local apple orchard Picnic Hill. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
It's the greatest time of the year again. Kickoff is here and football is officially back. Over 1 million fans across 33 states got in the game last year by making picks on Underdog, and this year you can too. Making picks on Underdog is straightforward and signing up is even easier. Just head over to Underdog's simple-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com and sign up with promo code EARLY, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first cash pick'em entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code EARLY to claim your new customer special of a free pick and your deposit offer. Must be 19 plus in Nebraska and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Primary care that understands you. At CHI Health Clinic, our dedicated primary care team takes time to hear you, understand you, and get to know you and your family at every stage of life. We believe in building lasting relationships with our patients. That's why we offer convenient, affordable health care close to home or work. Find out how we treat your whole family like family at chihealth.com/primary care.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
What's your radon level at home? Don't know? Find out with a call to Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating, 467-1111 for radon testing and mitigation.
Still using that old, outdated office phone system? You need better. At Hamilton, we offer solutions for the modern office. Whether you have an office full of staff or your employees work remotely and are on the go, seamless call handling is important. Elevate your communication and connect seamlessly with clients and staff with Hamilton Business Phone Systems. Choose better and hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover with Chris Raff, sponsored by our friends at Raising Cane's. They are celebrating their golden birthday on August 28th. It's the last day of the celebration. They have $100,000 worth of prizes, $100,000, including a chance to win a 10-ounce gold bar. Go to RaisingCanesBirthday.com to learn more. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love. We have played a lot of Matt Rule sounded as we do on
Would you please
Tuesdays.
welcome our guest?
Yeah, Chris Raff with us. Raff, good to see you.
Good morning.
He's not really our guest. It's a spillover.
It is a spillover. He's here every day.
Chris
for the spillover.
Raff.
Yes. The big man.
Big man.
6'7",
6'7".
280.
No.
What? 266.
Nope.
What are you?
You're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way.
Going the wrong way. 6'6", 294.
6'7",
295.
I was down to 289 at the state fair.
That boy, fair, right, Raff?
He's a big dude,
He's
man.
a big man.
Ranged back up into the 290s.
You know,
now.
Big dude.
But he's got a big arm. He's a quarterback.
Yeah. Big
You
dude.
might think, oh, lineman. No. This is a quarterback in the room. There's a QB in the room right now.
There's a QB. He thinks, you can tell he thinks football through a QB's eyes a lot. I've noticed that about you, Brad.
Yes.
He does. Now, we played a lot of Matt Rule audio today,
Right.
as we do on Tuesdays after the press conference.
You know why we do that?
Why?
Because Rule's really good at the podium. He is. He tells you a lot. You got to listen because he talks fast.
He's a fast talker.
But man, Raph, he tells you a lot. And I'm just going to zoom out for a second. Please don't ever take this for granted. We didn't have this with Frost. Rule yesterday talked for 27 minutes. You guys remember Frost Monday pressers, 12 minutes sometimes.
Yep. Short answers, just not wanting to be there at all. Unpleasant.
You got it.
Had to get back to the game film.
Yep.
Had to get back to Top Golf.
Or Sporkle. Sporkle, Top Golf.
Yeah. Anyway, now listen, that's not being altogether
facetious,
unfair.
Yeah.
I mean, some of that's true.
There's
Go ahead.
There's
Go
a
ahead.
lot of coaches like that.
Right.
I
That's
mean,
true. That's true.
Now, Matt Rule did talk about his reaction, the team's reaction to being ranked yesterday.
Interesting comment.
Here was his response to that at the press conference.
Nuts. I mean, it's where we should probably be, but it's not where we want to be, right? So my kids were excited, so happy for them. My players probably excited, you know. But we've got bigger plans than that. So
Bigger plans than that. Now, didn't mean a lot to Matt. I mean, excited, but we got bigger plans.
Now, isn't it interesting though? Even where we should be.
Yep.
It's what he likes this team, Raph. Couple that with what he said, Raph, about this game. He thought, well, and he says things so casually. He said, I thought we'd score 40 and they'd score 10.
Yeah.
Okay, now when he says that, you got to think about this. Clearly, he likes this team. I mean, he thinks they're good. He must think they're good if he thought they're going to beat Colorado 40-10.
Yeah.
He thinks they're better than a lot of people think they are. He thinks they're better. I mean, and obviously Lee Sterling. He thinks they're better than Lee Sterling thinks they are.
Lee had the Buffaloes winning 48-45.
Yeah, and
we'll ask Lee about that on Friday. By
right,
the way.
and I'm not picking on Lee. He does this for a he picks games for a living. He's going to miss. He's going
and he does very well in general.
Yeah, he's made a living of it. So obviously he does very well. But yeah, I mean, I'm struck, I guess, by Rule's confidence, Ralph.
Well, I'm not privy to the inner conversations of down by the new facility and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I get the vibe from him that college football playoffs are what they're aiming for.
I hope they are.
Yeah.
And we laughed at that
think
back
you're
in
right,
the day,
Ralph.
but they have every reason to think that.
But it's still, Jake. I mean, it's still sort of revealing. I mean, you're casual about it, but we were talking about 5-7 team last year.
Correct.
I mean,
a team they have
I'm
30
kind of
turnovers.
with Raph on this. It's kind of like, okay, this might be a playoff team. I don't know.
Well,
I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm not of that mind. I'm not.
If you don't have 30 turnovers last year, if you have half of that, 15, that's an 8-win team.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it just I keep saying it was self-sabotage. You lost those games by your own doing. Those teams didn't beat you. You beat yourself.
Right. That happens in football a lot.
If they can just, again, that will happen, but if they do it less often and just, hey, we're the ones forcing the turnovers, not giving it away, things change quickly. Quickly.
I need more convincing. I mean, I need to see him play Illinois. I need to see him win on the road at Indiana, at Purdue. I need to see that because those games aren't going to be easy.
No, they're not. They're not going to be. But it's different now. Like I kept on thinking on Saturday night when they came out on the field. Last year Colorado had Shedeur, and that was kind of like their trigger man. He was the leader. And I was like, when Dylan ran out on the field, I'm like, okay, now we've got a person too. I mean, he brings, like, it reminds me, I always kind of go back in time a little bit, but he reminds me of like that freshman Tommy Frazier. I mean, Tommy Frazier put life into Nebraska football, and it feels the same
happening.
way.
It's happening. You're right, Raph. 100%. We're almost to the point now, 3 games in, where we start to take Dylan for granted. I mean, it's kind of like, yeah, you don't got to worry about Dylan Raiola. He's going to play.
He's a true freshman who's played 2 games.
He's so he's so stable though, and he leads the team out. He pumps life into the program. You have Matt Rule yesterday saying we need guys to exhibit the kind of energy he exhibits. We need guys to understand the game plan like the true freshman understands it. I mean, he's already made a mark, and I'm with you 100%. He makes you more confident.
He does.
Because he's very stable. Isn't it amazing? You're talking about a true freshman. It's amazing. It's amazing.
5-star. He's living up to his expectation early on.
I'd say, in some ways, in a big picture sense, exceeding them because of the way he comports himself.
It just feels like a veteran.
Yeah.
He's a veteran at 2 games in, which, again, will that stay that way? You hope so. And not a guarantee, but great start so far.
Great start.
That's it for us. The Drive with Raph, AD, and Amon. Green is next for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I am Jake Sorensen. We will see you tomorrow.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and my schedule can get a little hectic. From